Alright. Redeye Raw won. I'm honestly kind of surprised about that. With the poll I did. But here it is. You know what else I'm surprised about? Because I did a couple of different fun polls today, right? But I'm genuinely surprised that my reviews are the one thing that people haven't voted as their favorite type of content. I know that there's a lot of people who watch me for reviews. So I think it's interesting that fucking gaming streams technically have more votes. I didn't expect gaming streams to get very many. I mean, granted, they each got like one. There's only 11 votes. So collection stuff dominates, as I expected it would. Because my collection stuff is the main meat and potatoes of why I have an audience, I'm pretty sure. But I was curious. What's up, Ree? You didn't rig the poll, did you, buddy boy? Granted, it was tied for a while, so it's whatever. Whopper. Those Burger... I like that Whopper fucking Burger King commercial song has caught on and become a pretty big meme. Let's see. Who knows? Maybe I'll do 2 streams tonight. Maybe I'll do some Walking Dead after this Red Eye Raw. I guess it just depends on how long I go. Today's been alright, I think. I mean, it's been pretty typical. I mean, I don't like how late I woke up in the day. I think I woke up at like 2, which I hate. I fucking hate waking up too late in the day. My ideal time to wake up is like 11 in the morning, which granted almost never happens because I often don't fall asleep till like fucking 5 or 6 or God forbid later than that. Did you hear about what happened to Andrew Tate recently? What, you mean that how people thought he had cancer because he had a biopsy and then it turned out it was benign and he didn't have cancer? That? Because people still think he has cancer when he doesn't. He doesn't have cancer. He had a biopsy. It was benign. So, he doesn't actually have cancer. But if that's what you're referring to, yes, I heard about it. I wish YouTube polls would let you put more than 5 fucking options. Because there's some that I would want to put a lot more. Yeah, so when I went into work today, I forgot my fucking debit card at home. So I fucking DoorDashed fucking curry to my work. Because I was hungry. And I couldn't stop for food because, what's it called? Because I didn't have my debit card, but I did DoorDash and ate that. Granted, it means I had a nicer lunch than I would have otherwise, because I was just going to get fucking Wendy's if otherwise. What's up, Andy? So, what'd you get from DoorDash? Like I said, curry. I got some shrimp tikka masala, which happens to be... I think shrimp tikka masala is my favorite food. I really like that food. Beavis and Butthead Season 10 has been announced for release April 20th, 2023. Yeah, I know about that. Eat like a king who's on a budget. 3 tasty options, fries, drink, and nuggets. All for $5. Wait, that can't be right. I love how I fucking love those commercials, but I fucking hate Burger King. Burger King does not have good food at all, but I fucking love those commercials. They're catchy, though. So, you know. But Burger King used to actually be okay. Like, I used to always go and get a rodeo burger, 2 tacos, a large surge, and something else. Did you know that Nintendo disowned Conker's Bad Fur Day? What do you mean disowned? It's not a property they've even had the rights to since Rare got bought out by Microsoft, so I don't know what source you're using on that. That sounds made up to me, but if it's true, then who cares? They haven't had the right to it forever. Disagree, Loki Burger King is underrated? No, Burger King is fucking, like, all their shit is way too salty, their fries are subpar. The only thing they got going for them is they have Surge. And that's it. You don't know what I look like? Yeah, that's not true. I have not showed my face in any of my videos. At one point, it was tempting to do a face reveal, but I later chose not to do for various reasons. Meaning they regretted making it? Who said this, though? Who? Because Nintendo didn't make it. Rare made it. Nintendo published it, so they didn't actually make it. But who said this? Like, one person at Nintendo? That doesn't mean that the company disowns it. And even if they did, who gives a shit? Like I said, they haven't owned the rights to it in fucking... What is it? It's fucking 17 years? 18 years? I like my fries salty. The fries are salty, sure, but that's not the problem. I'm talking about their fucking burgers. Their burgers are super salty. And, like, they're subpar. Like, their burgers are, like, okay. I'll eat them if I have to. But they're super subpar. That's what I mean. They regret publishing it. Who said this, though? Just one guy? Like, is it Nintendo of America? Is it Nintendo in general? Is it just one person at Nintendo who just happens to be on the staff somewhere? Is it not even really someone from Nintendo? Like, where are you getting this information? I'm looking up Nintendo Conker's Bad Fur Day now to see if I can find out what the hell you're talking about. I see nothing. I will type in, I will Google Nintendo disowns Conker's Bad Fur Day, because I don't believe you. Let's see. Yeah, I see nothing. What are you on about? I've been seeing a lot of videos saying that Nintendo regretted publishing it. Like, I know that they were, like, nervous to publish it because of all the adult content. The first thing that comes up is a Saberspark video. Is that where you're getting this information? Because I know that they didn't want to publish it because of the adult content. But that was fucking 22 years ago. I don't think they care at this point. Because they might not have wanted to publish it back then. And maybe they regretted publishing it, but I don't think Nintendo honestly gives a shit now. Especially when we're talking about the company as a whole. I used to like some of the SpongeBob toys they had at Burger King back in the day, which I've been long overdue on making a collection video of those. Okay. No, the thing I used to like, Burger King used to be great. Like, they used to have something called Shake 'em Up fries. And you'd get, like, a seasoning packet. And it would be, like, flavored. There'd be, like, nacho cheese, or, like, cheeseburger, or, like, pizza. I don't remember all the flavors they had. Or, like, taco. And you'd dump it, you get a bag of fries that comes with that seasoning. You'd dump it in, you'd shake it up, and it would flavor the fries. That was so good. I wish they still did that. No, Burger King burgers are absolutely not better than McDonald's burgers. Also, that's not the right kind of low-key. Like, I don't use that term. I don't really like the term low-key when it's used like that, but you're saying Loki as in Loki the god? It's L-O-W-K-E-Y, if you're trying to say low-key in that way. But no, McDonald's burgers are better. Like, they're not good. Like, neither of them are great. But, like, whenever you get a burger from Burger King, it's, like, super salty and, like, fucking dry. Like, they're okay sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I don't necessarily hate Burger King, but they'd be my last choice to go to out of fast food. I feel like Wendy's kind of declined, too, because their Baconators, to me, a lot of the times feel kind of, like, it's just, like, too greasy. I don't know, like, granted, I don't love McDonald's either. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of McDonald's. But, what's up, Steven? What's going on right now? Just chit-chatting. Their bacon burgers are pretty good. They're all right. They're not great. Like I said, I'll eat them in a pinch. I like. There's been times that I've had to stop at Burger King because it was the closest food and I was fucking hungry, or it was like on the way on a road trip. But they got rid of their best items for me. Wendy's is your favorite? Here's the thing about Wendy's. Like I said, depends on the day. Sometimes their Baconators are great. Other times they feel too greasy and dry. The last time I had Wendy's was actually really good. I was going to have Wendy's today, like I said, but I forgot my debit card, so then I had to DoorDash food, and when I did that, I just got curry, because why not go big? But Wendy's does this mozzarella burger. I don't know if they still do it, because I didn't see it on the menu when I went today, but I got it like 3 days ago. It's really good. Like, they were out of the mozzarella sticks, but even without that, like, with just regular cheese with the marinara sauce, made it so good. No, I don't know what would be my favorite fast food burger place be like, and it also depends on what you count, because like Five Guys is better than a lot of them. The best burger I ever had was I went to Gordon Ramsay Burger when we were in Vegas, and that was really good. Gordon Ramsay Burger was fucking delicious, but obviously that's not fast food. I've had Red Robin. Obviously that's also not really fast food, but it's good too. See, you haven't had that one? What, Red Robin or Gordon Ramsay Burger? Because I feel like, well, probably obviously Gordon Ramsay Burger, right? Because that one's, like I said, it's only in Vegas and maybe New York. I don't know. It's not in a lot of states. There's a few states that have Gordon Ramsay restaurants. But Vegas has like 5 or 6 Gordon Ramsay restaurants. And Gordon Ramsay Burger is the one we ended up going to because it was the cheapest, I think, is the reason. And also because it didn't need reservations. Although I don't think Hell's Kitchen needed reservations either. Mozzarella burger hadn't had? Oh, okay. Now, what but at Burger King, I used to always get 2 tacos, a rodeo burger, a small fry, and an order of chicken fries. That was my favorite. But they don't have the tacos anymore, which was like the main reason I went. Like, their tacos are shitty as fuck, but that's why I loved them, because they tasted cheap and bad, and I liked it. Which I know is weird, but what am I eating? Oh, just Pringles. Salt and vinegar. I usually get my burgers from Burger King with just the bacon and ketchup, nothing else. Yeah. Burger King, they have some pretty fun video games, though. I want to do a stream of Sneak King one of these days. That'll be fun. I'm thinking when I stream Sneak King, I'm going to title all of the streams after lyrics of their different commercials. So I'll probably title one like Whopper, 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 or like, Eat Like a King Who's on a Budget. Really meme it up with the titles when I do Sneak King. I like the green Pringles. What, like sour cream and onion? Yeah, they're alright. I'm a salt and vinegar guy when it comes to like regular potato chips. My favorite chips overall are Takis. I like both the Fuego and the Blue Heat. Nitro is not great, but it's okay. Never tried the guacamole one because I don't like guacamole. I used to like guacamole chips that Doritos used to make or some similar thing. They were pretty tasty. Don't know if I'd like them now, though, because, again, I hate guacamole now. I don't know how different they taste from the actual thing, and it was like when I was like 7 when I had them. Would you be friends with people who are complete opposites of you in terms of worldview. I guess it depends on how you define friends and how they would implement that, right? Like, I can get along with anybody with any worldview as long as they don't do wrong by me. I have, like, so I suppose the short answer is yes, but they probably wouldn't want to be my friend. You know what I mean? How come we don't like guacamole? Just never liked the taste. Never cared for it. It's not a taste I like. I'm not a big avocado guy. Like, it's always, like, too pasty and gross. Like, I remember, like, sometimes they'll put it on my, like, if I order tortas, sometimes they put the guacamole on, even though I asked them not to. And when they put it on, it, like, ruins the torta, and I literally cannot eat it. It's that gross to me. I can handle some amount of avocado in, like, sushi, but other than that, I don't do avocado. My favorite chips are Lay's. Favorite flavor, barbecue. I mean, that's perfectly valid. Barbecue chips are alright. But, I can talk about some of the stuff I ordered on eBay and Amazon. That's something to talk about. I ordered an upgrade for Euro Tsukidoji 5, the bootleg disc I have. I ordered an upgrade of that actually has subtitles. From the same person I bought the original one from, so it's going to be souped up with a bunch of cool special features, too. Barbecue sauce has grown on me. I still don't like it too much, yeah. It's true, I am biased towards SpongeBob products that came out in 2006, 2007, because that's the time I was getting into the show, yeah. Yeah, I got that upgrade for Yorotsuki Doji 5. It'll make it easier to do that for Red Eye Theater, because it'll have subtitles. I got Norm Macdonald's memoir, which is called Based on a True Story, a memoir by Norm Macdonald. I already got Atlas Shrugged, the Part 1, the movie, and then I got Yorotsuki Doji 4, the British release. And the reason I got those was the reason I got the British release of 4 is to compare and contrast in disc in depth, because it's missing a lot. Like, the British version is butchered, and also the first 2 episodes aren't even included when it comes to 4. Should Star Wars have been a video game series? I mean, it has several video game series. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, if you're saying just video games, no, I like the original 6 movies. But it has multiple video game series, and I do prefer a lot of the video games over the movies, like Knights of the Old Republic. But I also ordered the Jefferson Bible, which was a book on the Bible by Thomas Jefferson. And I also got the Unabomber's Manifesto, so that'll be an interesting read. I think that's all I'm waiting on at the moment. I swear this was said earlier, said in another previous stream somewhere. It might have been. I feel like we've had this discussion. Recently watched Bow in full and it was okay. Very fun action, but for some reason it didn't click with me. Well, I mean, it's what, 1 or 2 episodes at most. I can't remember how many it is. And it's just really short. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but to be fair, like, it's not my favorite OVA. It's fine. It's definitely not, like, the greatest thing ever, you know. There are much better OVAs out there, like Devilman, Yorotsuki Doji, or Violence Jack. But Bao's still a fun one, and I enjoy it quite a bit. It is Araki, so the guy who did JoJo. Bao was his first manga. So it is interesting to look at it knowing that. And like I said, I enjoyed Bao. It is a bit short. I wish there was more to it with the anime, but yeah, I enjoyed it. But I agree, it's not, like, the best. Granted, I spent like $100 to own it because it's fucking out of print. As for one of my test videos, the Elgato HD60S Plus capture card live cable TV laptop on Nickelodeon, what a strange combinations of things for me to be doing. Yeah. Also, on Vintage's stream, I was exposed to Fist of the North Star from 1986. It was good, but the ending was a little too anticlimactic. Oh, dude, so the movie version is fine. Have you seen the anime, though? The anime is so much, like, the actual, like, show, way better. Like, the movie basically takes essentially 140 episodes of content. No, sorry. That's a little bit of an exaggeration. It takes 100 episodes of content and combines it into one movie. Rao is badass, though. Yeah, Rao is great. I love Rao. But, Ray is the best character, and I feel like the movie doesn't do the best with him, because Ray is my favorite character in the series, and he's so much cooler in the anime than he is in the movie. Like, in the actual show, Ray is badass, but in the movie, they just kind of have him in there, and they don't really have his story arc. Because Ray is originally introduced as, like, a rival type who wants to take out Kenshiro, but then it turns out that he was misled by Joggy into thinking that Kenshiro had captured his sister, when it turns out it was Joggy. Like I said, the characters are way better in the show than they are in the movie. The movie's great, but it definitely misses a lot of the cool stuff. Did the movie even have Toki in it? I don't remember. I know it had Rao, but I don't think it had Toki. It might have had Toki. It had Joggy, so why wouldn't it have Toki? If it had Joggy, there's no way it didn't have Toki, now that I think about it, because Joggy's the forgotten one, not Toki. Yeah, when it comes to Fist of the North Star, my favorite character is Ray, then Kenshiro, then Rao, then Toki. I think Joggy gets overlooked a lot. I understand why, though. Because he's like the least honorable and least interesting of the North Star brothers. No, Toki wasn't in it? Really? Vintage said if he was, it would have made much more sense since he would have stopped the end fight instead of Lin. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, why the fuck wasn't Toki in the movie? Yeah, that is weird. You're right. I've only seen the movie once. I've only seen the show once, too, to be fair. But I liked the show way more than the movie, so... How the fuck did Joggy manage to end up being in the movie and not Toki when the joke is that Joggy's the forgotten one? That's so funny. I really hope Amazon gets the Ultimate Muscle Blu-ray, because I really want to get that. And I refuse to use Right Stuff, even though Amazon is also an evil company, and arguably much more evil. Oh, hell, they have it. They have it for pre-order. Guess who's pre-ordering it right fucking now? I said no thanks, damn it, Amazon. I don't want Prime, I'm good. Ooh, it's pricey, though. But I'm buying it. I'm doing it. I thought Joggy was a slime ball. Oh yeah, Joggy's a super big slime ball. As for the show, I'm more curious than before, but it will take a while due to its length, but it's definitely on my radar. Oh, Fist of the North Star is so good, dude. Here is a good company that isn't compromised. Diabolic DVD. Is that... Never heard of that one. But yeah, I just pre-ordered Ultimate Muscle. It was $81 after shipping and tax and everything, but it's 77 episodes, so really not that bad. I can't believe Joggy and Kenshiro are biologically related. They're not biologically related, Steven. So the only ones that are biologically related are Toki and Rao. Joggy and Kenshiro are not related to them biologically, but they were all raised by the same master, Ryukin, so that's why they call each other brothers, because they were all adopted by the same kung fu master. Diabolic DVD sells a lot of cult films? Oh, okay. Let me guess, Star Wars video games that are not based on specific movies are the best? I mean, yeah. Okay, I thought they were brothers by blood. That's what I assumed. No, Kenshiro does have a blood brother, but he's introduced in Fist of the North Star 2, and he's actually kind of a shit character. Well, actually, you know, he's not even the bad character. It's Kaio who's worse than Hyo. There's a lot, like, it gets really complicated the more the series goes on. Fist of the North Star 1 is complicated, but nowhere near as complicated. Fist of the North Star 2 makes things way more complicated. Sorry, I had crumbs in my beard and the stream because of the delay. I couldn't tell if I got them yet or not, so I had to check the OBS and make sure I actually got it. Kenshiro saying you're already dead is so badass. Yeah, that's like his catchphrase. He says it a lot, especially early on in the series. He says it less as it goes on, but he says it a lot for a lot of the series. Omae wa mou shinderu. Nani? Yeah, the movie does a lot of cool stuff visually, but like I said, the story in the movie I feel like is a little too rushed. That's why I think it definitely works better in the series. But again, the movie effectively takes like 100 episodes of content into one movie, so... Dude, it's crazy how much Japan worships the franchise. Vintage said that they have a gold statue of Rao in Japan. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Fist of the North Star is my favorite battle shonen, dude. It's easily the best one. I don't own the manga yet, but I should probably get it one of these days. There's also like a chibi spinoff that looks really weird called DD, Fist of the North Star. Dude, you need to trim your beard? No shit. My beard is pretty big and bushy. But we are aware of this. This has been a thing. I thought about going to like a barber and getting my beard and hair both trimmed, but I'm too lazy to do it, and I keep forgetting. I should one of these days. It's just with my work schedule and my sleep schedule, it's never convenient for me to go during the week, and I always forget to on the weekend. But I thought about it. Because I don't want to try and trim it myself, because the one time I did trim it myself, I fucked it up and had to go down to a goatee because I fucked up the sides. Yes, Valerie Robertson's strike suspension did end as they uploaded a massive collection update. Yeah, I saw his update. I skimmed it, and it turns out he's a big fan of the Big Bang Theory, so that's kind of funny. So he has a really shit taste. His beard gets food on it sometimes. No shit, Super Bob. I acknowledged that earlier. Like I said, I knew I had a crumb in it, and I got doubt. I'm debating on whether or not I actually want to make videos or not. I thought about it, and YouTube really isn't a safe space, and I don't want to open myself up to being exploited. What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean exploited, Steven? You sound like a coward right now, dude. No, like I'm not trying to be a dick, but you sound like a pussy. Like again, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Well, if people knew my tales, they'd exploit that. So just don't say things that you don't want people to know. Takes? Exploit it how? You see how fucking open I am about my fucking takes? You know how fucking openly I talk about things that are hella controversial? With how much sexist stuff I says, you think that people don't care? Like, you think I care what people think about that? Like, get more crumbs in my beard, I think. Let me see. Let me check OBS again, see if I got it. Yeah, I got it. That's the thing about using this webcam, too. And, like, it's like, just don't talk about things you don't want people to know about if you're fucking worried about that. Like, why you gotta be so fucking insecure, dude? Wouldn't be surprised if baby birds lived in your beard. Haha, funny. I would just post simple stuff, disable comments. No, don't disable comments, dude. That's bitch behavior. Maybe don't swear in the videos and you'll be fine. Nah, dude. Like, obviously, you can't be obligated to do ViewCube. You can't be obligated to do YouTube, so if you don't want to do that, then don't. But I'm just saying, Steven, don't worry so fucking much about it. Just don't put your real name on it. Like, Steven is a common enough name. Nobody's gonna know who the fuck you are. Don't give out any information you don't want people knowing. And, just put out what you're comfortable with. That's the thing, is there's no reason to take it so damn seriously. At the end of the day, like, are you insecure because I made fun of some of your takes on movies? Is that what stemmed this? Because if so, lighten the fuck up. And again, sorry to go off on a big tirade like this. It's just I find it strange, is all. It was me. I did it. What'd you do? Did you reach the brick? No, it's not that. Okay. I'm just saying, dude, if you're, like... I openly talk about very controversial things, and nothing's ever happened to me because of it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you're worrying more than is necessary. Do gameplay and you'll be fine? Yeah. To be fair, Steven's takes are bad. I mean, yeah. He's got dumb takes on, like, Spiral and the Friday the 13th remake. Andy, why are you so against the comment section? I don't know, dude. Andy's fucking weird. That's another reason for no face reveal, because SpongeBob content does all of the talking on my channel most of the time, and the show speaks for itself. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing, is if you're worried about, like, your face being out there, if you're worried about, like, doxing and shit like that, just, well, the most base takes... No, Steven. No. If you've got such base takes, you would stand behind them, coward. Nah, but obviously if you don't want to do YouTube, we can't force you. I was actually going to ask you because I noticed your stream was down, but I wasn't going to draw attention to it unless you brought it up, which you kind of did, because I noticed your stream was down. Mainly doxing. Just don't put your first and last name out there. Like, your first name is super common. I've said it plenty of times, but, and I know your last name because your other account, but that doesn't mean that everyone else does, you know what I mean? Like, just don't, or create another account that's not attached to this one if you're so fucking worried about that, and just go by that username. Like, my first name is public knowledge, the state I live in is public knowledge, and my age is public knowledge. For someone to dox you, they have to know, like, your last name, at least, typically, unless they can, like, find your IP, but let's put it this way, we are nobodies. Nobody is gonna fucking dox us. Nobody's gonna somehow get our information and dox us. It doesn't make any sense. Like, we are not big enough for that. Kappa for starters? Well, Kappa is not a reason to be against comment sections, Andy. It's a reason to be in favor of them and be pissed off that Kappa takes them away. Unless you're, like, worried someone will, like, see your face and then be like, I know that guy, that piece of shit! And then want to dox him for something. But it's like, I'm not worried about that. There are people who hate me in the real world and online, and I've never been worried about it. Because there's plenty of people who like I said, I not everybody likes me, and I accept that fact. I think more people like me than don't, but I'm not fucking worried about it. I talk about politics pretty regularly and my fairly extreme views on women, so it's like, at the end of the day, I ain't too fucking worried about it, and I'm still a nobody, and I've got, you know, a lot more subscribers than you do, and you know what I mean? Your first name is actually Angelo? Yes, it is. Is that so shocking, Ree? My first name is said all the time. Like I said, my first name is public knowledge. My last name isn't. And you guys are never going to know my last name. And you're never going to know what city or county I live in. And you're never going to know my birthday. See, I'm just the right amount of paranoid. I only give out the information. No, it's Gus. No, don't dox me, Spencer. Don't do it. Don't dox me. Don't tell everyone my name is Gustavo Fring, and that I was named after the Breaking Bad character, even though I was born way before the show existed. Liar, I know all of that. Well, you know all of that, but that's different. None of these guys know all of that. That's why that piece of shit Duty guy doesn't make videos, yeah? Well, to be fair, Duty, you do attach your name to it, though. That's the thing. So that I can understand, you know what I mean? Has your 29th birthday passed? I'm not going to confirm or deny that. Plus, I did take down that stream because I didn't have all of my films and the stuff at my dad's wasn't there, so I didn't want to represent my collection. Okay, Steven. Have you ever seen all of my collection in one video? I do multiple. You could easily just do a part 2. But, okay. You want to make weird choices like that? That's on you, I guess, right? Yeah, since I didn't have my debit card, I couldn't stop at the gas station and get a soda on the way home, too, so I don't have something to sip on. So I was debating if I would go get something or fucking DoorDash a soda or some shit, but then it's like, that's so much money. I saw Scream 6, it sucked. I'm not surprised. I told you. You and your naive optimism. How naive you are. Like a smidge better than 5, but not much by much at all, yeah? I've occasionally done videos about the SpongeBob movies on my channel as well, but not the spin-offs, though. Nickelodeon wants to treat those as separate shows, and so will I. Okay, Andy. Why not just drink water instead of soda? It's true. I should do that. You know how much fucking weight I would lose? Why not just... Or, I just read that. Scream ended at 4. Yeah, I mean... And that's being generous. Any new snack reviews in the works? I mean, I haven't, like, planned anything yet, but for sure I will do more. I don't have any, like, anything I've recorded for one yet. But, absolutely, we will do more snack reviews. 100 White Walkers versus 100 German soldiers? I mean... Scream 6 is a masterpiece? Okay. Do they have, like, the Thule Society? Is this, like, do they have, like... I like how I specifically went right to Nazi Germany, just out of assumption with that. What a weird concept. I guess I think the German soldiers, if they got, like, tanks and shit, I feel like White Walkers are fucking, like, they're supernatural and shit, but, like, White Walkers are kind of bitches. You kill one, it takes out all the ones that killed them, and, like, Germans could have, like, flamethrowers and shit, so... Even if they don't got dragon glass, they could take them out. But if they knew that they needed obsidian, they could easily get that too. White Walkers are fucking pushovers, because, like, they take out the Night King and they all just drop. It's fucking lazy. Import Dr. Pepper is so unhealthy that stuff can literally cause heartburn. Import Dr. Pepper, like, from Mexico is better than regular Dr. Pepper because it's actual sugar, not high fructose corn syrup that we got here, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like, most of the stuff, like soda, the import from Mexico is way healthier than it is here. Like, it's still unhealthy as all fuck because it's soda, but it's way better than the shit we got here. Because high fructose corn syrup is in fucking everything, and it's awful for you. Have you ever considered that the response to The Last Jedi was toxic? No. No. I know I've just been watching a lot of World War II documentaries recently. Okay. I'm just saying, I don't think the White Walkers would stand a chance. But that's just me. Because, like, it's, like, especially with how anticlimactic just taking them all out was. Like, it was so easy. Like, if they had, like, an army... Like, you said only 100 of them versus 100 soldiers, so I think that the 100 soldiers would win. And again, I guess I was right in assuming you meant Nazi Germany, because that seems to be what you're going for, too, since you've been watching World War II documentaries. But if we're bringing in fiction, do they got shit like Stroheim or Munchausen on their side? Because if so, then absolutely, they would destroy. Or, like, any of the shit from Wolfenstein 2009... Who would win in a fight, 1 billion lions or the sun? Okay, let's be real. The Last Jedi isn't good, but the few people who harassed the actress isn't called for. Yes, it is. Fuck that bitch. She can get harassed all they want to. I don't give a shit. I get she is a public figure, but it doesn't call for degeneracy. I don't care. I don't care. You open yourself up and make yourself a victim, I have no sympathy. Fucking deal with it. You're a celebrity who got paid a fuck ton of money to be in one of the biggest franchises of all time. Deal with it. Does that mean I agree with harassment? No, not necessarily. I'm not saying I agree with the harassment. I'm just saying I have no sympathy and do not care. And I also think that it's highly exaggerated, and they say that, oh, they were harassed. I don't believe them. I don't believe they were genuinely harassed, and if they were, who the fuck cares? It's the internet. Deal with it. Yeah, I know you're talking about Rose Tico. I don't care, though. She can fucking deal with it. It's the internet. Do you know how often regular people get told to kill themselves online? Do you know how often you get fucking, like, horrible shit said to you just as a regular person online? All the fucking time. That bitch would not last a second in a fucking Xbox 360 lobby. She would fucking quit. Like, the second she joined an Xbox 360 lobby, she'd get hate. She didn't deserve the hate for playing the role? Sure! I'm not saying she deserved the hate necessarily for playing the role. I'm just saying, fucking deal with it. Like, I feel like Jake Lloyd got way more hate than she did, and he actually had his life. He actually kind of got fucked up by it. That's different. She's a grown-ass woman, and she chose to be an actress that's in a public movie in one of the most public franchises in the world. And forgive me if I don't give a shit if she's getting horrible things said to her online, because horrible things are said online to literally everyone who's online. I am the problem. It was a shit role though. Yeah, Jake Lloyd did. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I have no sympathy for actors who get shit on. Actors can go to hell. They are paid a ridiculous amount of money just to entertain us. And then they get full of themselves and think that they're special. So I typically do not have sympathy for actors. Like, I'll have the same amount of human sympathy when, like, something genuinely bad happens to them, right? Like, if, like, they lose, like, a family member or something, that's different. But, like, if they get made fun of online or mean things get said to them, why should I care? Mean things are said to everyone online, and I don't care. Why would I suddenly care just because it's some random actor? By the way, remember what James Rolfe said about the Ghostbusters 2016? I think more people should follow his mentality we had in that video. I think people can criticize movies and they can criticize actors all they want. So if you're saying that people shouldn't have been toxic about that, no, they absolutely should have. Ghostbusters 2016 was a piece of shit. It was a virtue signal-y piece of shit that was bad. It was poorly made. It was unfunny. And people said that if you didn't like it, you were just sexist, which was fucking bullshit. So anyone can make fun of that all they want. I'm very wholesome. Yeah, you sure are. It's like why I have not made any videos about the Patrick Star Show, because it's not SpongeBob technically. Okay, Andy. Whatever. Know what I mean? If it's a movie sucks, don't watch it, and that's what James said in the video. I don't know why more people can't do that. It is fine. It is fine to talk shit on movies that are bad. There is nothing wrong with that, and I have nothing wrong with being a dick about it either. I think you absolutely should criticize these things. I think that paying money to see it supports it and lets it keep being made. So in that regard, I agree with you. But I think that it is totally fine to be an absolute asshole to Hollywood assholes who think they're better than us. But it had the funny cat joke. I don't remember the funny cat joke. Agreed, it was bad. Yeah, like I said, I didn't see it. I didn't intend to see it. I'm not going to see it. But I think anyone who saw it and talks shit on it absolutely has the right to do that. And I think that more people should be toxic assholes about it, because then these people will get the fucking message. Actually, they won't get the message because they don't care. Because the fucking dumbass NPCs will go see it because generic critics think that anything that has any sort of diversity is somehow magically good. Although that is dying and those things are failing. But I think people are waking up to how bad major franchises are. Like, the MCU is beginning to die. Like, some people, it took until fucking Quantumania to realize it was bad. But people have been jumping ship more and more, and Quantumania is driving more people away from it, so good for that. Multiverse of Madness was that for a lot of people, too. For me, it was fucking... I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. Mike Hat... Oh, yeah! God damn, that joke is bad. Don't get me wrong, I like bad puns, but god damn, that one's bad. Let's see. What else is there? What I'm saying is if something sucks, don't see it. You weren't giving the movie unwanted publicity, so why are you giving it your money? I agree with that, Ree. Okay. If that's what you're saying, yes. Like, I agree, like, I do agree if you don't like it, don't see it, because you're giving it money to keep going. I agree with that. But if people, like, review it and shit on it, they have every right to do that. Wasted time, Melissa McCarthy is funny. No, she's not. She is not funny, Duty. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. But not in that movie. She is overall not funny. But I'll admit that she can fool people into thinking she's funny. I think when I saw Identity Thief, I thought it was funny. Give us your review on the False Hydra. I mean, I don't have, like, a big detailed thing to say, but it's fucking cool. The False Hydra is one of the coolest concepts for a monster I've ever heard of. It's fucking horrifying that a monster can, like, make it so that you don't even know it exists, and then if it kills someone, it can make you forget that that person ever existed in the first place. That's fucking cool. That's creepy. I like that. False Hydra, 10 out of 10. Movie directors don't get it. We want good stories and characters, not dumb characters doing dumb things. True. I saw Scream 6 because I genuinely thought it would be better. I don't know why you thought that. And proved me wrong. I didn't hate watch it. However, it sucked. And let me down. Yeah, I'm at fault for giving money, but I don't hate watch. I warned you, Steven. I told you I would be right and it would be awful. But again, you're so innocent and sweet, Steven. You're such a sweet little innocent boy. How dare you, lol, JK. Yeah, but toxicity in terms of harassment... Toxicity is based! Toxicity is based. We need more toxicity. More asbestos, I tell you, more asbestos. That sounds oddly creepy, lol. I watched it too. Yeah? I can't get behind toxicity? Then how the hell are you still in my Discord server? I encourage toxicity. But I don't encourage anyone to do anything. I can get behind being toxic to toxic people. Yes. Look, there's a scale of toxicity. It can be good and it can be bad. I think if it's just the right amount of fun, there's no problem with it. I think that people do get overly serious and hate on actors more, but I honestly do not care, because I am so sick of pretentious fucking Hollywood types pretending they're better than us. I am so fucking tired of that, so I do not care if people are toxic assholes to them, and they can deal with it. They can fucking deal with it. It's an occupational hazard. It's what they fucking signed up for. And be wholesome to wholesome people. Yeah. Also, jokes are fine. I don't believe that the chick who played Rose Tico was hated on any more than... I think she exaggerates it, is what I'm saying. I think that she makes up a lot of the shit. I think that, again, you throw her in a Call of Duty lobby back in 2009, she would lose her fucking mind. There is no way in hell she got more hate than regular people get. So, I don't care. Like, she probably got it in higher volume, but just fucking deal with it. I'm so tired of people being such thin-skinned fucking babies. They have to be like, oh, but my Texas fan base, wah, wah, wah. All these people on the internet are so fucking mean to me. I don't care. You get paid millions of dollars to sit there and talk and pretend that you're a fucking Jedi or fucking... She wasn't a Jedi. What was she? A rebel? No, Resistance. That's the stupid name they called them in that one. Pretend you're a fucking soldier. You get there to pretend you're someone else, and you get paid millions of fucking dollars to do it. And then you're gonna come to me and, like, pretend... Like, well, she doesn't come to me. But, like, you guys expect me to have any sympathy or give a shit? I don't. Like, if people, like, went and, like, attacked her physically... or, like, tried to do something bad to her or her family, that would be awful. That would be terrible. But saying mean things to her online, I do not care. I think that that's totally fine. To quote James Rolfe from the end of his Ghostbusters 3 video, every time you go see it, they make another, stop seeing it. I mean, yes, I agree with that sentiment. I'm just saying people have a right to be assholes about the fact that they don't like something, and I think that being in a quote-unquote toxic fan base can be a good thing. Have you ever considered that men are bad? No, and I never will, and if you say that again, I'll hurt you. How about that? Sometimes know-it-all people need to be put in their place. Damn straight. And like I said, I don't know the chick who played Rose Tico. I don't know her personally, and I'm sure she could be a good person. I don't know if she actually is. But at the end of the day, if you're going to be on social media... and then you get people being toxic dicks to you, you either A, block them, B, quit social media, or C, just fucking learn to deal with it. You're like, no one's gonna appeal to my sympathy and be like, oh, but they're so mean to her. I don't care. People should be mean to actors. I mean, again, I don't believe in being nice as a general rule. Being nice is the problem. It's what gets us into this situation now. James Rolfe's take on Ghostbusters 2016 was based because he did something underthinkable and not see the movie. I mean, I agree. I agree that that is the way to approach it. If you don't want it to be made, don't pay for it. The JoJo fan base is toxic and I love it. Yeah, same. And, like, again, I'm all in favor of gatekeeping, and I'm in favor of a certain degree of elitism. Like, so obviously I don't necessarily have a problem against toxicity. Like I said, there is a scale, and there is a certain point where you become too toxic. But at the same time, when people reach that point, I still think they have a right to do it, unless they're breaking laws or doxing. That's where I draw the line, is shit like that, right? Just being a dick, I have no problem with. You absolutely should be a dick. I'm not saying, hey, go be a dick. I'm just saying people absolutely have a right to do it. I don't know why a lot of people who make fun of Velma can't take notes. No, Velma deserves every bit of criticism it gets. Velma is an abomination, and I think people shouldn't watch it. I agree, but I think that absolutely people should... Like, I think that the fact that people watch it and review it, I think that's ultimately a good thing, because it shows people how terrible of a show it is, and prevents people from seeing it who otherwise might have. So I think in that regard, it's good. Ree's just being stupid and saying that people shouldn't watch it, but I mean, I agree that people shouldn't watch it, but Velma is objectively one of the worst shows ever made. Occasionally a video will have a warning about swearing, but that's not even but that's often not the case. I know a few content creators who did warnings around the time Kappa became on this site. Okay, Andy, whatever. Who cares about Star Wars? Never watched it and never will. Okay, Duty, good for you. You want a fucking medal? Now, I think people need to grow a fucking thicker skin. The problem is that Velma is getting a lot of attraction, even if people are hating it. It's even getting a season 2, sadly. Yeah, I know, and shit like that will happen. I do ultimately agree with the sentiment that we shouldn't watch it. But, yeah. We are adult cartoons, so childish? You're saying we are cartoons? What? Or are you saying why are adult cartoons so childish? Did you mean why? Because I'm a little confused on what you mean by that. Velma clearly was made to be bad on purpose, so by people making these videos, they're giving the creators what they want, and that's unwanted publicity. No, Velma was very clearly made like, I mean, it was made bad on purpose, yes, but it was made in order to shit on people and basically say, hey, fuck the trolls. Like, that's basically the point. And it was because Mindy Kaling is fucking insecure, or however you pronounce her last name. The chick who plays Velma is insecure and wanted to have a self-insert, but couldn't be, what's the word? She's insecure and, wanted to be a self-insert, but couldn't just do it without a big property, so then they hijacked Scooby-Doo to do the Velma show. Though, to be fair, the internet isn't a safe space, so I agree that actors shouldn't be surprised when they get average hate, same with regular people. Yeah, exactly, like I'm saying, the internet is a toxic place, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I think at the end of the day, if you get like a fucking... If okie doke. But Batwoman had multiple seasons, and that was a good thing. I don't know about that, Spencer. I know you enjoyed it for being so bad it's good, but I couldn't watch it even for that. And there was Batwoman, and then there was Black Woman, right? That was the way it went. Let's see. What else? The milk, the table. I wouldn't sit through Batwoman, yeah, neither would I. Like, that time they killed Batwoman off screen was pretty hilarious, or was hilarious? Okay. Like I said, I don't think I could tolerate that, but I'm glad you found something to enjoy. Maybe there's a squirrel living in your beard? Okay. Now, am I defending Vilma? No, I think the show looks terrible and I have no intentions of watching it. But I think the hate is overblown. No, the hate is absolutely not overblown. The hate is absolutely 100% where it should be at. But I do think going and seeing it and supporting it is a problem. Everyone was either a lesbian or a bad guy. Yeah. I'm just sick and tired of seeing lesbians in cartoons. Yeah? Tell me about it, dude. Everyone's a fucking dyke these days. Everyone's a fucking muff muncher. Show literally has nothing but rich white people evil jokes. It's not a tiny sprinkle of it, it's all of it. Yep. I did watch Star Wars The Force Awakens, and it was boring, but admittedly I have not watched half of the other movies, so the continuity in that film just comes off as complete gibberish to me. That's okay, Andy. I'm not joking, they killed her off screen. That's pretty good. That is funny. Like, your fucking main character, let's kill her off screen. I mean, it's just a cartoon. Who cares? There's a lesbian in it. Look, I think that I do agree to an extent that people take it too seriously, but I also disagree because I think that culture is absolutely important, and the only reason we are so fucking divided and have so much fucking, like, people going against each other is because the culture was hijacked by Marxists who inserted a bunch of propaganda and bad things to demoralize, divide, and conquer. Like, to pretend that cultural, like, media isn't important is just being willfully ignorant or retarded. Because movies and TV and art are important because the vast majority of regular people care way more about that than they care about what's actually going on around them. I think that's bad, but it's ultimately true. Most people care about what the new Marvel schlock is than they do about what's going on in the world of business or politics or economics. So the fact is, culture is absolutely important. And if we just ignore it and pretend that it's not important, by just saying, oh, it's just a cartoon, well, then that's just letting it get worse and worse and then further decay our social order and ruin our culture. But that woman was a good rich person because she stole her money. Well said. Yeah, like I said, I think culture is important. I have to agree, pop culture makes our 9-to-5 lives more fun and it's important. I don't think we should get mad about it and let it affect our daily lives outside of it. However, we should take action. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I do think a lot of people do care too much, so I do agree to some extent, but that's the problem, is because every average Joe cares about it, that's why it's still important. We should be mad within our circle and public outlets. Yeah. Well, again, that's why I'm so public about my thoughts on these things, because I think these things are important. And again, I obviously think politics and what's going on in the world is important too. That's why I talk about that kind of stuff too. But if you completely ignore pop culture, then you're ignoring the baseline for what goes on socially. Because pop culture, at the end of the day, is at the core of culture, and culture is at the core of civilization. I mean, to be fair, it's not trying to be obnoxious. Yes, it is. It is absolutely trying to be obnoxious. What are you talking about? It's just trying to show it's normal and not something you should have to take seriously. Oh, you're talking about all the gay stuff? No, absolutely it is obnoxious. It is super forced. It's okay to have gay characters, but when you throw them all at the wall and make it like every fucking character is gay, it's a little ridiculous and unrealistic. And the reason that they make these characters gay isn't because it's a thing that would make the character good or interesting. It's because they want to throw that on there to make you think that, oh, look, we're progressive, we're special, we're good, look at us. So that's why it is obnoxious. because they're doing it intentionally to try and force that. I have no problem with having gay characters. Gus Fring is a gay character, and he's great. A lot of people might not even know he's gay because they're subtle about it. But at the end of the day, they make the fact that someone is gay their whole entire personality, and that ruins it and is incredibly forced. So it absolutely is obnoxious. The difference with you and me is our approach, but that's fine. I mean, yeah, like I said, I think that at the end of the day, when you ignore things, then things only get worse. Now, I think people who get mad about films and let it affect them out at their outside lives isn't healthy. I've heard people like that. I think it's fine to get upset about it. It's definitely not healthy to dwell on it, but I have no problem getting upset with it during your daily life. I mean, sometimes it's fun to get upset at things. Sometimes it's fun to have a rant. Sometimes it's fun to get, heated. I like stuff like that. I like arguing. I like getting heated. I like getting angry sometimes to an extent. Actually, part of my head was visible in the DS gameplay video I did whenever the screen went black, but the only thing that was visible in the reflection was a lot of black hair, so nothing too revealing. Okay, Andy. I mean, a lot of modern media sucks, but gay characters aren't the reason why. They're part of the reason why, though. And it's not necessarily because they're gay characters, it's because they are only gay, and that is their one trait. And it's because that they throw it in your face so much to try and say, look at you, you bigot, you don't hate this, right? You can't hate this movie because it's got gay. If you hate it, you're a bigot, you're a homophobe. That is so fucking obnoxious, and pretending it's not is being ignorant. Did YouTube block my last chat? It must have. Because I don't see any more. Well, if you're open and accepting of your feelings, that's fine, I guess. I also try not to worry since no matter what, we will still have the classics to fall back on. I mean, for now, here's the thing, that's why physical media is also important, right? Because they'll change things, they'll alter them, and, they'll remove them. So that is why physical media is still absolutely essential. Because jokes will be removed, entire episodes will be removed. Being straight is a choice. I mean, look, we get into the cause of homosexuality. I think that it's mostly trauma and environment. And I think it's ultimately, in a way, a disorder. And I know that's a hot take. I don't think that people are, bad people because they are gay. I think there are plenty of gay people that are good people. And I have nothing against them because of that. But I do ultimately think it is kind of like a disorder that was caused by past trauma, typically. I'm with Corbin on that. I agree that that is usually the case, if not always the case. Or because it's trendy. Because let's face it, the reason that so many women claim they're lesbian now is because it's trendy and it makes them feel special. And because they feel more independent, because they're like, we don't need men. No, you're a bigot. You're giga. You're not a big. No, you're not a bigot. You're giga alpha Chad. Larking? I think you mean LARPing. LARPing as a Cupid doll mixed with a Duck Dynasty character. Yep. I know gay people who haven't had trauma in their lives who are open. Not trauma that they've told you about. Why would they tell you about it? It's trauma. There's probably some root cause, something that fucked them up as a kid that they haven't told you about. And again, that's why I'm also open to the idea that it could be environment or trend as well. But ultimately, I think that it is always outside factors. But have you considered that animals are gay? Animals are just fucking animals, and they'll fuck anything, or they'll do it out of desperation. That's why. Yeah, on YouTube, that's the only thing I'll give away about my face, black hair and eyeglasses, because I actually do need them. Okay, Andy. Like I said, the whole gay thing isn't something that I feel like... What's this? What? No, fuck off. I canceled. Hang on. DoorDash is trying to get me to order something because I started an order but then didn't. Because I'm related to these people and they were very open and came out before it was trendy, years like 2015 onward. Look, I'm not going to argue with you, Steven. At the end of the day, the cause of homosexuality is not the thing well, it is important, and it's something that people are afraid to talk about, but it's not a point I feel that would be productive arguing right now, you know what I mean? Andy, you sure like to have a conversation with us and not with us? Yeah, he sure does. Fugitive Redeye is aware. I sure am! You sure do like to talk at us, Andy. Seriously though, what the fuck is a Cupid doll? Cupid doll. Oh, that's a Cupid doll! Okay. Okay, because he's talking about because I have the widow's peak. That's what fucking Valakai's dad was talking about. Okay. Wasn't trying to argue, I'm just being up with people I know is bringing up people I know is proof. Like I said, I don't know their particular circumstances, but I'm willing to bet that there is some external cause, because there always is. And I think, and I'm obviously not a psychologist, and I don't know them, so I haven't psychoanalyzed them, although I do think psychology is also often not very good anymore. I think that there were good psychologists, and there are. Like, I think Sigmund Freud, you know, had a lot of good points, and I think that Jordan Peterson is great, but I overall don't like psychology as a field. Bisexuality is a weapon. They're using their sexuality as a weapon. And then lesbians don't exist, as I've said before, because women experience sexual pleasure differently than men. For them, it's about the act of pleasure, not what they're doing it with. That's why so many bitches fuck dogs. So, lesbians don't actually exist. They're not actually lesbian. Not really a thing. And I know that's a hot take, too, but I don't care. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Yeah, Ultimate Muscle apparently will get here sometime in June. So, I'll have that soon. Well, soon is in 3 months, but, you know, it's something. Comes out in May, but it won't get here till June. Wonder if Terry Man's in Ultimate Muscle. I hope he is, because he's my favorite character in the original. Lesbians are the strongest beings on this planet. Okay. Now, have you guys ever seen Chasing Amy? I don't know how well it would hold up, but I remember there's one joke in it I really like, where he has like an intersection drawn out, and he's like, all right, I've drawn this intersection, right? And at each so at each of the four corners, each of the four lanes, there's Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, a man-hating dyke, and a man-loving, nice lesbian who likes men, but is lesbian. And he's like, you know which one's gonna reach the center first? And he says, the man-hating dyke. And he's like, good. Why? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, because the other three are figments of your fucking imagination. No transgender squirrels are the strongest organisms on the planet. Okay. I mean, some women have different interests. Who knows? They can actually be lesbian because they actually like women. No. Again, women experience sexual desire differently than men. Like I said, we're not going to agree on this. Bitches just like the feeling of pleasure they get, and it's also about the power, too. I don't think they genuinely feel attracted. They feel attracted once they have sex because they bond with someone. And I'm not saying that they don't find certain traits attractive, but I think that overall, the reason you see so many women fuck dogs is because they don't actually care what they're fucking. And that's why you see so many lesbians, too. Same concept. That's a really blunt way to put it, but yeah. Yeah, it's true. I think the collection videos you've done you are not ashamed of, except for maybe some of the really old ones that had dark lighting or something. Well, Andy, I'm not necessarily ashamed of, like, most... Like, the only video I would say I'm ashamed of was my really dumb take on Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling. But even then, like, it's just because I was dumb and way too nice back then. I plan to do a response to my old video on it, pointing out how just how retarded I was for saying that it somehow wasn't preachy when it literally had a character named the Winds of Change. Vampire squirrels can mow down the Nazi army. Who are the good guys? That's true! Well, there's more than Whitney, Wisconsin. Yes, dude, it's super common! Bitches fuck dogs all the time. I'm not even kidding. It's a very common occurrence. Like, it's a regular thing you just hear about people doing, and they act like it's okay, and they're not even ashamed of it. They just act like it's normal. Have you ever voted for someone on the left before? I have literally voted once in my life, and that was in 2020. I voted for Donald Trump. I voted for a mixture of Republicans and independent or like third party locally. I did not vote for a single Democrat. So, to answer your question, no. You? Yeah, like I said, it's super common. Not true, Super Bob? What are you talking about? What did Super Bob say? I don't see... Huh? Hold on, let me refresh, because I don't see a message from Super Bob. Yeah, I don't see a message, so what are you responding to, Spencer? Unless it's something from way earlier. Even when you were a leftist, how come? Because I didn't used to believe in voting. So, the reason I never voted for anyone back then is because I didn't... Like, I was an anarchist, too. Like, or at least I called myself an anarchist, but I had dumbass socialist views back then because I was retarded. And I didn't believe in voting. Do you know when the next Sergeant Friends will be out? And going to do more... The Walking Dead, I must know if you got past the brick. Oh, we got past the brick a while ago. But, because I finished episode 1 of The Walking Dead. Yeah, but I was thinking of doing more Walking Dead after I finished this stream, actually. The next Sergeant Friends, the thing about Sergeant Friends is we take a lot more time on it now because we script every episode, and I also got to wait for Corbin to send me art. The furry thing I said? You said a furry thing? Again, I don't see any... How are you seeing this and I'm not, Spencer? What the fuck? But, the next Sergeant Friends, I'm not... So, I will say this, Duty. I am actually working on not a Sergeant Friends episode proper, but a spin-off. I'm going to be doing a Sarge Reviews series, and he's going to be reviewing the movie Boogie. But it's going to have its own, like, stories, too. You sent a screenshot? Okay. When a woman likes an animal that's called furries. No, that's called bestiality. But I mean, there is a lot of overlap. What year did you stop becoming a leftist? Well, I mean, I dropped a lot of my dumbass leftist views around the 2016 election is when I really started to... Because, like, I was going... It was a big, long saga. Like, there wasn't just one thing individually. I saw just how crazy feminists and social justice warriors were acting back in, like, 2014, 2015. The whole Gamergate thing back in 2013. There was... when Trump got elected, I realized I was relieved because Hillary was such a disaster. Then I started hearing people say a bunch of things that weren't true about Trump. And then I started thinking, well, none of this is true. And really, I think... it just got more and more over time. No BS is the guy who red-pilled me, and I'm ashamed of that. Yeah. I know I was referencing your post, lol, and okay. Yeah. I know the Beavis and Butthead collection video you did back in 2016 had dark lighting, and you also forgot to show the SNES video game in that video. Yeah. Well, maybe it's because I don't actually have a physical release of the SNES game. Of course I do, because I'd be a bad boy if I didn't. But maybe. But no, the person who really red-pilled me, like, I think Sargon did a lot of it. I was watching a lot of Sargon of Akkad back in, 2015, 2016. So that was, I think that helped. Because Sargon is really the one who made me start to change my mind on Trump and realize that he actually was a good guy. And granted, he's flawed. There are things that I don't like that he did, like Operation Warp Speed, I think was terrible. But overall, in my lifetime, he's hands down the best president we've had. And again, there's not a lot of hard competition, because in my lifetime there's been 2 Bushes and a Clinton and an Obama, who have all been terrible. So unlike Valerie, your worldview did not change overnight. Instead, it changed over a couple of years, if not months. Yeah, it was years. It was years, dude. Like, my worldview, I did a whole video about this. Like, I did a whole Redeye Raw about this a while back. Like, I started out as a traditional, like, Christian conservative, because I was raised in a Mormon household. And that's just how I was. I just agreed with my parents on a lot of things. Because, that's what you do when you're a kid. The movie has a giant midget, which is pretty woke. Yeah, there you go. But after a while, I discovered conspiracy theories. And that made me question everything. Which led me, ironically, to the left. Like, a lot of people like to say, oh, conspiracy theories are super right-wing, which most conspiracy theorists nowadays, like the ones that are actually smart, are on the right, but there's a lot of crazy conspiracy theorists on the left, too. So I started out with, like, Alex Jones and David Icke, which, again, they're arguably pretty right-wing figures, and I actually still like them quite a bit to this day. I actually still listen to the Alex Jones show now. I stopped for a while. After I became a hardcore leftist, I kind of stopped. But for a while, I was listening to a lot of conspiracy theorists back in, like, 2012. And then that sort of made me question everything, and then all that questioning everything made me start questioning, like, if everything I believed was a lie, made me start looking into things and thinking, oh, is socialism really bad, that kind of thing, right? And I started to look into that, and then I started to, for a while, I became, like, a big fan of, like, Fidel Castro somehow, which makes no sense to me now. But back in high school, I was big on Castro, and Castro was a piece of shit. And so was Che Guevara, and I became, like, a big fan of his for a while, too. Like, they're both awful, awful people who did horrendous things, because communism is objectively evil. Still just doesn't change the fact that whatever they say, that it represents objective reality and not what they want people to think it does. Yeah. Which side does the mud flood fall on? I don't know. I don't know if that's partisan. But, I would guess right, though, because it's more of a Christian thing, right? Because it supports, like, the Christian ideas, right? I don't know. But anyway, as I went through that phase, I then got really indoctrinated into the idea of socialism and anarchy combined, which, again, I don't think the two are compatible. I actually consider myself an anarchist again now, but an anarcho-capitalist. So, like, right-wing anarchism. Although I don't consider myself, like, fully there, and I think that the idea of an anarcho-capitalist society is utopian and not likely to happen in our lifetime. So I think that, realistically, we need to make small changes through the system throughout time and get things better. Like, I still have traditionalist values now. I'm very big on traditional gender roles. And like I said, after I went through that red pilling, I consider socialism to be objectively evil. Do you think your views will ever change again like they did back then, just how you described? I don't think so. I think I'm at that point in life where I've discovered what I truly think. I think everyone goes through a phase where they question everything they believe in. So let me get this straight. You started out as a right-winger, but became a teenager, became a leftist, then after a couple of years you didn't consider yourself either, then transitioned back to becoming a right-winger. I don't know. I don't know. I suppose that could be somewhat accurate. I think as a teenager, the thing is I got easily manipulated into thinking things. Well, if I'm off, it's 2:40 a.m. just here for laugh and real talk. Thank you. Yeah, see you later, duty. Talk to you later. What side does Mothman being a Russian spy fall on? I don't know, man. But no, I think that like, the reason I am so willing to call myself a right-winger isn't because I agree with everything on the right, because I don't agree with everything on the right. But I think that the right is much more the side that I fall on because we have much more common goals than people on the left. And people on the left I find to just be mostly crazy now because they don't believe in objective reality. They think that men can be women. They think that all sorts of other things are not objective. Like, they think that their truth is like a thing, like the concept of my truth, whereas there's only one truth. There's not any my truth. That's retarded. Although I do very willingly and openly call myself a right-winger, that doesn't mean I agree with everything on the right. That doesn't mean that I agree... Like, and there's multiple... Like, the thing is the right wing is pretty broad, too. I only believe the funny conspiracy theories. I mean, a lot of conspiracy theories aren't even theories anymore. Like, Alex Jones is right way more than he's wrong, and I like the thing Sargon said, you know, Jones's law. In a long enough timeline, Alex Jones is always proven right, and that's kind of true. So, like I said, I like Alex Jones. I still listen to his show. I listen to a lot of Timcast and stuff now. Like, I listen to various news sources, although admittedly a lot of them are on the right. I do watch things that left-wingers say. How did your parents react to your leftist viewpoints? There was a lot of drama. I fought with my dad a lot back when I went through that view. When I was a teenager, I argued with my dad all the time. And now, I think my dad's a lot happier now that I actually tend to agree with him a lot more than I disagree with him. I still think that my dad maybe doesn't go far enough, because my dad's just sort of a traditional conservative Christian, Mormon specifically. But I think that... and the ones that I came up with, yeah, there you go. But I think that he's probably a lot happier, and I think he realized that I was just going through a phase. Because I think everyone goes through a phase as a teenager where they question everything they've ever thought, and then that sort of takes them over time. I watch TYT all the time. I can't watch them on their own. I have to watch them filtered through something else because they're so insufferable to watch on their own. I sometimes have watched them on their own, and it is so fucking hard to do. TYT is objectively the most retarded news source that there is. God damn, they're so frustrating. Although, sometimes TYT is actually not as bad as others, Shank's nephew isn't actually with TYT, right? Like, he's just adjacent. And I think that he's probably way dumber than his uncle. What's it called? Fucking Sam Cedar's pretty bad. I don't know if him or TYT are worse. They're both pretty bad. That's a tough one, actually. Genocide deniers. That's true, they are genocide deniers. The TYT denied the Armenian genocide for a long time and named themselves after the group that carried out the Armenian genocide. So, you know, not the best look. He was, but not anymore. Okay, so Hassan doesn't work for them anymore? Okay. Now, leftists to me nowadays do not say anything that makes any sense. They just speak from an emotional point and then get really angry when you disagree with them. And I actually like and encourage disagreement. I think disagreement is fun. Take it from me, I get heated with my friends all the time. Like Spencer here, there are so many times he and I get in very, very heated arguments. And a lot of the times it's over really minuscule shit that doesn't matter. So do you think Valakai will go through a change where he questions everything he thinks since he is still somewhat a teen? I hope so. The only problem is because he wants to physically alter his form, I worry that he might figure it out when it's too late. You know what I mean? I just like being able to comment on the James Branch video because it was finally a Valerie-related account that I could actually comment on without being censored or blocked. For now. James might block you later on, who knows? But that's the thing I worry about with Valakai, is that he might realize it and come to that realization, but it might be too late. He might have already mutilated himself by then, and that's what I worry about. Because I think it's fine to go through that period of self-exploration and finding yourself. But I think the problem is when you're going through that nowadays, the problem is a lot of the things that the left has are irreversible damage that you do to your body. I don't think James knows enough about YouTube's features. He might not. That's also true. That's a valid point. So he might not even be able to block Andy. He might not even know that they commented on his videos. He might not know that, like, Corbin and Andy and a couple others commented on it. Now he's just a Sigma male streamer that believes Megalodon exists. Does Hassan really think that Megalodons are still out there? That's funny. That's really funny. Like, when I was a kid, I thought that, but, you know, I'm still kind of figuring it myself out, but I think I'm getting closer. Yeah, well, like I said, I think everyone does that, and I think that that's healthy and normal. But the problem is when you start going down that trans rabbit hole, when you find out that it's too late, you already fucked up yourself and can never have kids. You know what I mean? Has Vosh ever said anything based? I can't think of a single base thing Vosh has ever said. I'm sure there's probably something somewhere, because even a broken clock is right twice a day. But everything I've ever heard Vosh say ever has been absolutely fucking retarded. Yeah, Vosh did say that, didn't he, Spencer? Even outside of having kids, it's still not right. Yes, I know, I agree. I'm just saying, like, it physically... Like, so... Alright, you guys want me to get graphic? Should I get graphic with it? Here's a poll! There you go, there's a poll. Isn't Vosh the guy who said CP isn't an issue? Yes, he did. Accept who I am, as you should. But also want to improve. Alright, everyone wants me to get graphic. Here we go. Alright, so... When you have... So first off, hormone blockers and cross-sex hormones. Both of those things can make it so that, number one, you are infertile, can't have kids. But not only do they do that, but they make it so you cannot feel sexual arousal. You cannot get an erection, often. Like, again, these are common side effects. And your penis just won't work properly. But if, God forbid, you go forward and have the bottom surgery, as they call it, where you cut off your dick, have it turned inside out to simulate a fake vagina, there is a major problem with that in the fact that it is a wound. It is not a real vagina. It is a wound that you have to keep something constantly in, or else it will heal and seal shut. In addition to that, because it is a wound, it always smells like rotting flesh. You cannot orgasm from it, and it just does not feel the same as a real set of genitals. It doesn't work. It is absolutely horrific, and if it's botched, in some cases you can end up with hair in your urethra so that it hurts when you pee. And it just gets really bad. There is no way on earth that the bottom surgery should ever be allowed, because it is absolutely horrific with what it does to people. On the James Branch video, I commented something colorful with, who the fuck are your parents? Where are your parents at? I know I was still going to be... wasn't going to get a proper response, but still. Yeah. No, it's really bad. And if you take, like, puberty blockers and shit like that, you never develop fully. So if you're a boy, your penis is underdeveloped. And sometimes you'll develop breasts, which, again, they want sometimes, but they're unnatural and don't function. And, like, when you see, like, trans chest feeding, as they call it, it's not actually milk it's producing. Like, mother's milk is a very specific thing. Male breast tissue does not produce mother's milk. It produces something with no nutrients that is absolutely disgusting, and the fact that you'll see trannies breastfeeding babies and feeding them that is absolutely gross. But again, the fact that it's a wound that can seal, that will seal up if you don't keep it in, is ridiculous. Yeah, it is a wound that will heal itself shut. If it shuts, you can't urinate? Uh-huh. Yeah, it's really bad. Like I said, bottom surgery is absolutely horrific. It will make, like I said, you have to constantly keep it dilated. You got to keep something in at all times, or else it will heal. It will heal itself shut. So you have to constantly be putting things in it to keep it from sealing shut, and it doesn't feel sexual pleasure putting things in it. So again, it's not good. And again, it smells like rotten flesh too, because it's literally a wound. It's an open wound that they intentionally keep open. And I'd imagine, I don't know this for sure, but that sounds painful to me. That sounds painful. But yeah, like I said, you can also, like I said, they botched it because they use, like, when they with a girl with, like, so if a girl tries to be trans, right, and they do the female bottom surgery, and they try to give her a fake penis, they usually take skin from your arm, and there was this guy in Matt Walsh's documentary that had the skin from her arm made into a fake penis. And they put the skin in the wrong way, so there's hair growing inside of her urethra. So it is incredibly painful when she pees, and she is constantly having health issues because of it. I'm assuming it also looks disgusting? Yes. Just hearing that makes my spine tingle, but it's important to know. Yeah, it absolutely is. And it's crazy to me how doctors will hack off perfectly healthy body parts just because of someone's deluded mind thinking that they don't belong in their body. Why is that any different from cutting off someone's arm because they think that their arm doesn't belong to them, like, you know, alien arm syndrome? Not going to lie, as a man, I kind of feel uncomfortable. Well, I look, Ree, insecurity is common. The problem is you are what you are, and you have to learn to accept that. If you try to change yourself physically through surgeries and hormones and stuff like that, as I said, there are irreversible damage that you will almost never come back to normal. So if their hair is in urethra, she's prone to dangerous infection? Yes, it's really graphic. Check your DM. Okay, I will in a second. Also, without getting graphic, what do they do with the nuts? I assume they just throw them away. People need to stop doing stuff like that. It's not healthy. True. Real Vosh opinions. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you child sex roaring standing ovation. Okay. I also like that it's from an account that says nigger_baby. What the hell is this? There's one thing I'll give James Branch credit for on being a good father. He is not a good father. As with not censoring crap in the video for the comment section, especially when talking about adult subject matters. Like, the thing is, James Branch, again, I don't have anything against the guy personally, other than he's allowing his son to do things that are dangerous. And I think in that regard, he's a bad father, because fathers should be there to put their foot down and say, no, son, you're not going to mutilate yourself. You're not a woman, and you never will be. That is a father's duty. Oh, like a fake sack. I don't know. Actually, there's a Vosh video you should see titled Almost Anything I've Been Canceled For. It's pretty bad. You should watch it at some point. Why? I already know a lot of the points he's going to make, because I've seen Vosh defend himself before, and he's very good at trying to be manipulative. That's why people fall for him, even though he's not very smart. Like, in all honesty, Vosh says a lot of points that are really bad. He just says them in ways that make them sound intelligent, so that's why people listen to him. Because Vosh has a big vocabulary and a soft-spoken voice, and people listen to him because of that. It was a comment I saw on the hentai, on a hentai I read earlier today. Oh, I see. Little self-reporting there, Spencer. You should maybe not have said that last comment. And like I said, I know the internet isn't safe. Valakai shouldn't allow people to shouldn't allow people to tell others to off themselves on his streams. Yeah, that's one thing I draw the line at. Encouraging people to do that, I think, is like, look, I've been told to kill myself plenty of time in Xbox lobbies, and I didn't give a shit. But like, I think when people like genuinely go on stream and say, "Hey, go do that," that's dangerous, and it's also against YouTube terms of service. So obviously, you shouldn't do that on YouTube, especially. It doesn't prove anything? Okay. And to be fair, you know, comments don't mean anything either. So I mean, I'm not saying nothing, Spencer. I'm just saying it's kind of funny, that sequence of events. But no, I agree. It doesn't prove anything. I was just being facetious. I still don't get how the fuck you could see fucking Super Bob's message and I couldn't, though. Like, it's my fucking channel. How the hell did you see it? Like, being lol, go off yourself as a joke is fine, but in that particular situation where they made the girl know that they hate her and say that it's a different context. Oh no, yeah, no, they were serious. They were saying it would be a good thing and they'd like to see it, and it's awful. It's awful that they did. I think that's one of the things that got him a strike, to be honest. But I'm not 100% sure. But I think it is one of the things that got him a strike. Probably because you didn't have live chat. No, I had live chat on. And I refreshed it with live chat and I still didn't see it. The only reason I saw it later on is because Spencer screenshot it and sent it to me. You will have to find the comment in order to prove what I read. That's also true, yeah? That's okay. And it was very wholesome, for the record. Oh, I'm sure. What do you guys think is the most objectively wholesome hentai? Curious to know how old this Rosina girl Valerie beefed with is. I think she's an adult now. I think she's around his age, but I don't know. Maybe she's a little older. I honestly don't remember. I'm pretty sure that Malachi has said it in his videos before, though. But she's also, like, autistic, and, like, more autistic than he is. Obviously, Yorotsuki Doji is cute and wholesome. Yeah, there you go. No, but I mean, like, legitimately, I'm trying to think what the most... It would probably be some vanilla shit, right? That it's like a couple that they sleep together for the first time. I like how Steven said, "Oh my god," and then retracted it. I'm not really sure why, but I'll take it. I'm not sure why he posted it, and I'm also not sure why he retracted it. But, still. I am fucking thirsty, dude. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to stop and buy the usual sodas I usually do on the way home. Is there really any wholesome hentai? Like I said, I would think that, you know, like, it'd have to be some vanilla stuff with a couple, like a married couple having sex. That would probably be the most wholesome hentai, and I'm sure something like that exists. Like, super vanilla, married couple, by the book. That's gotta be it, right? Something like that. Get a cup of water, dude? I might do that. I do also have to piss. So I might step away here for a second. White disease is wholesome and made me cry? Okay. Just gonna go forward and make a joke with that oh my god, but then forgot it? Okay. Well, I'll be right back, boys. I'm gonna put up a poll for what to do when I get back. Alright, I will be back, boys. See you in a minute. I picked third option, yeah. I'm gonna say go forward and make a joke. Oh no, I already read that already. I'm gonna go to bed. Alright, see you later, Steven. 8 votes, 62%. Well, I'll give it another 10 seconds, and then if the answer is still keep it running, we will keep it running. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. But I did get some water rather than buying a soda, because you know what? It's not a bad idea. Rosina was born in 2002. Okay, well that'd make her 21. No, I'm stupid. No, I'm right. 21. Why the fuck did I second guess myself? God damn it. Alright, we're keeping this going. You know something else I could always do? I could always hopped on the Discord, but I didn't do that. Oh well. He's fine. The Saiyan Saga was peak Dragon Ball? I don't know about that. I'd say that the Cell Saga is peak Dragon Ball. But, the Saiyan Saga is good. I like the Saiyan Saga, but the Cell and Android Saga is way better. And I'd say that the King Piccolo Saga is better as well. You still can? I can. If you want me to, I can. I don't care. There we go. Look, I'm in the Discord. Golly gee, would you look at that? Oh, am I? Now I'm in the Discord. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's disable that though. And then enable that just in case. And then I'll put this on. And if people want to join, people can join. That's the way the cookie crumbles. What fucking movie is that? Is that Bruce Almighty? Where he keeps saying that's the way the cookie crumbles? I'd say Dragon Ball kind of went downhill after the Cell Saga. I mean, I think the Boo Saga is great. So, I mean, I think the only way you can go from the Cell Saga is down. So, in that regard, yes, because the Cell Saga is like peak Dragon Ball. But I don't think it's like a massive decline. I still really like the Boo Saga. And I really like Dragon Ball GT, so... And I like GT more than Z overall, but I do think that the Cell Saga is the best saga overall, so, you know, like I said. What the? Oh, no, we're good. Thought I fucked something up there for a second, but we're fine. That's it, I still really like the Saiyan Saga. And I like the Frieza Saga too, but the Frieza Saga is like one of my lesser ones because it does drive me a little nuts how long it goes on with the last half of it. Like, I love the first half of the Frieza Saga, but the second half of the Frieza Saga, it's pretty long. Well, it looks like he doesn't need the gamer fuel since now he's not doing a game after all. Well, Andy, I've done streams without Dr. Pepper before. I've done streams with just water or just milk or something before. It's just, you don't know that because I don't have the webcam on. Like, I don't always, like, I almost always have Dr. Pepper, but some streams I don't because I either don't want to go buy it or, like, I'm strapped for cash for, like, a couple of days. Like, granted, I always have good savings. I just don't like to dip into my savings. So, sometimes... Like, particularly, like, 2 weeks ago or something like that, I really didn't have that much money because I had just paid the mortgage. But luckily I do pretty well with managing my money most of the time. It's just, the beginning of the month I always have to have, like, 1 week or two where I, spend a lot less. But luckily I got my tax returns this week and I got paid, so I'm totally good. But it is a waste of money to just DoorDash a drink, so... And I do drink way too much Dr. Pepper, so... Just drinking water is probably a good idea. How much do you get paid an hour? Enough. It's over $20, but less than 21. I'll say that much. How's that? I do fine for my current means. Can't remember if I've ever said exactly how much I get paid per hour on here. So you get paid $20.5? I don't know. I'll just fucking tell you. I get paid $20.75 an hour. Most overrated video game you've ever played? The
Last of Us 2.
Does that really have enough of a following to call it overrated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
people loved it.
Yeah, I guess it does. It has a bunch of dumbass defenders, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, though. I've never played it, technically.
Alright, I'm here to debate you, redeye.
Oh, okay.
I'm here to debate you on why 1 billion lions would beat the sun.
Okay. A billion lions is a lot of lions. Is that going to be your only point?
Well, that's a good point right there. But I'm gonna go into more detail. You see, you have like 75% of the lions attack the sun in a full frontal assault, and the 25% of the lions sneak attack it like a buffalo at a pond.
There you go. I mean, that makes about as much sense as the people who argue the lions versus the Pokemon. But yeah, most overrated video game I've actually played, though. I guess Halo Infinite, but I do think people's hype for that has died down a lot. Because everybody acted like I was fucking crazy when I said I didn't like Infinite.
When did that happen?
Like a week or two after it came out.
But you didn't play it then.
Yeah,
oh, you played multiplayer. Duh.
Uh-huh. And I'm talking about the multiplayer, not the campaign. And then the multiplayer
sucks.
Yeah, and the multiplayer turned me off it, so I wasn't really hyped for the campaign. And then when I played the campaign, I was bored most of the time.
Is it entirely possible that we were both incredibly bored when playing the campaign because Kyler was killing everything before we had the chance to even fight it?
I don't think so, because before he got that gun, I was already bored.
Okay. Just checking. I will say I had a lot more fun when Corbin wasn't trying to team kill me.
Yeah.
But even still, it wasn't by a large margin. Just to say it, I had some fun with me and Corbin attacking each other.
Yeah, and like I said, I
love when me and Corbin would be many yards back from the actual fight trying to kill each other, and then Kyler would die and then spawn on one of us, right. And he'd be upset how far behind he is.
Yeah. I don't know. I also feel like Infinite is the kind of game that would also work better solo than it does on co-op. You know what I mean? Because of like the way that the open world and the level up stuff works, I feel like that would just work better solo. You know, I have watched basically.
Look, when you really
go ahead.
When you really think about it, is there any way the sun could even kill any of the billion lions? Let's be honest.
Heat. I mean, first off, how are they going to get to the fucking sun? Because they're going to have to go through space. Which let's assume
they'll use their bodies to make a moon-sized planet and launch themselves at the sun.
They die in the vacuum of space before they even got anywhere close to the sun.
Excuse me? They use the other dead lions as shields from the vacuum of space.
The Last of Us got a TV show recently, which I've also heard a lot about but never watched. The overrated nature of the games is probably what got the show made in the first place. I mean, it's a popular series. Like, the first game... honestly, I wasn't too crazy about the first game. Never actually played it, though. That's the thing.
Oh, the first game of what?
Last of Us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never played it, and I wasn't, like, super hyped to play it. The only reason I was even willing to talk about 2 is because of just how bad 2 looks. Like, when we did the video with Theron, where we absolutely, destroyed him by double-teaming him.
Yeah.
But I think it was interesting because we had 3 perspectives, you know? One who played the game and loved it, one who played the game and hated it, and one who didn't play the game and hated it.
We needed a 4th one. One who didn't play the game but loved it.
Yeah! Yeah,
what did Andy say about the show, though, exactly? Did he
said
even take a stance?
He did not.
Oh, okay, then.
He just said the overrated nature of the game is probably what got the show made. And then I said, well, it is a popular franchise, so yeah.
The last episode that recently came out was a pretty damn good episode.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good because the episode prior was pretty bad.
Thoughts on Seth the Programmer? I don't know who that is.
He's a power scaler.
Okay. Never watched him, so I don't really have any thoughts on him.
I wonder what his thoughts are on Billion Lions versus Pokemon.
For a split second, I thought you were going to say versus the Pope.
Versus the Pope. Look, the Pope has the power of God and anime on his side.
Right. Smite them! He's a cooking something up.
Well, here's the thing, because it's actually a common thing in the power scaling community that Pikachu alone is a planet destroyer, and then yet a lot of these people still believe a billion lions will win. You literally admitted that one of the weaker Pokemon is a planet destroyer. What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah. No, but what was I talking about before that? I was gonna say I've watched most of, I'm surprised Wendigoon really hasn't done that many unsolved mystery stuff.
Yeah,
I've watched I think all of them. Well, at least almost all of them.
He does more ARGs and just horror related stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't interest me as much.
You should really look into the Mystery Flash Pit at the very least.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike ARGs, but I definitely find stuff that's true a lot more interesting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you.
I lost my train of thought.
No, but yeah, I highly suggest at the very least the Mystery Flash Pit one. It's a really good video, and the thing is that there's not a whole lot of videos on Mystery Flash Pit because it's entirely text based. Like all the stuff is text based. There's no videos on. Like you don't find any videos on YouTube about Mystery Flesh Pit.
Okay.
Like no, that are Mystery Flesh Pit is what I mean. Because a lot of ARGs are YouTube related, like
Alan Tutorial.
You know, yeah, and Mandela Catalog, Hypnagogic Archive. You know, all this stuff is has YouTube video. Oh, Kane Pixel's Backrooms thing.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I enjoy those. Those are fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But you said that other people have done takes on the Backrooms where people just like live there, right?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's retarded. Like
they literally just made Infinite IKEA, but not connected to SCP Foundation. That's all they did.
Huh. Yeah, no, the only Backrooms one I've liked is the one with, like, the horrific monsters and people don't live there.
Oh, well, that still has the horrific monsters. It's just that
that's why I made the qualification. You know what I mean? And people don't live there.
Like, and they had it that, like, there's 3 different factions down there, too. Like,
that's dumb.
And there's also multiple different floors that you can, like, go to that, like, have different levels of, you know, habitability and shit.
That's dumb, because the whole point is supposed to be that it's, like, not. It doesn't make sense, you know?
Exactly.
Like, trying to make it, like, this whole big thing where, like, there's people fighting over control of it. That just doesn't work.
They also added a lot more monsters that just really mess with the whole lore of the idea of the monsters that currently exist.
Yeah.
Because, like, the fungus monsters, or bacteria monsters, as the theories most likely lead to, are really all you need. They're just horrifying enough.
Bad news.
And the fact that...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You
go ahead.
I was just going to read a comment. Bad news, I watched a brief clip of the newest season on South Park official YouTube channel, and Degradee Farms is back in season 26 as well. You know, of course it is. It's fucking boring, and they've kept it going. I don't get Integrity Farms. It works as a one-off, but having that be like the status quo change has been really irritating.
I don't even know what Integrity Farms is. Randy
Marsh runs a weed farm.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the status quo change where they had Stan and like Randy, you know, Stan, Sharon, and Sheila. They all moved to a weed farm, and that's where they live now. And it's been like that for multiple seasons at this point. And it's really annoying, and like they keep doing like the same jokes with it.
The same jokes?
Mm-hmm.
What even are the jokes?
You know, the troubles of selling weed. You know, how it's competitive selling weed. Oh, look, like when they do a special, they'll do like a meta joke where they say it's this special, which is also the title of the episode, but they'll say it's like a sale on the weed as well with the same name, and it's really dumb, and they've done it like 4 times.
Very funny.
Yeah. Like, oh, here's the Halloween special. Here's the pandemic special. How long has South Park been doing this Integrity Farms thing? They've been doing it for like 5 seasons now, and it's pretty annoying. Yeah, no, it's season 23 is actually when they started, so they've actually only been doing it for 3 or 4 seasons now.
The Backrooms is more like a meme. Yes, that is correct now. Back when it was created, and back when it was a cool story, you know, it was a cool story. The reason why it's memed is because people ruined the story.
I do think it's funny sometimes, though, where you'll see, like, the Backrooms and they have, like, a ridiculous monster in it that doesn't make any sense, like Shrek or something.
or Markiplier.
Yeah. I also just don't find... I don't like stoner culture, so that's a lot of the turnoff for me with Integrity Farms is that stoner jokes just don't work for me most of the time.
Yeah.
They work in doses. Like Towley was really funny when he was like a one-off character that would occasionally appear in episodes, but now he's like a major focus of Integrity Farms too, which granted, it's fine. Towley's always been like a generic, like he's always been a stoner.
I mean, it would make sense that Tally would be a big part of.
Yeah, of course, and that makes sense. I just think that, I like Tally, but Tegrity Farms itself is super dull. Because again, I just don't find weed culture very appealing. I honestly despise it.
Yeah, I think when Seth Rogen says weed and then does, it's not very funny.
Weed. They're using their sexuality as a weapon. Tegrity Farms has been in South Park since the episode of the same name that premiered on October 17th, 2018. So yeah, about 5 years now. It's actually correct. Okay, well, I was saying a number of seasons. It's not 5 seasons.
It hasn't been... October 17th, 2018 is not 5 years ago, just saying.
Okay, but it will be in October.
It's pretty far. October's pretty far away, though.
Yeah, so 4 years. Yeah, that wasn't season 22, Andy. That's what I meant by 5. Well, it wasn't season 22. It was season 23. It was introduced in season 23. Trust me, I'm still knowledgeable. Look, South Park was the thing I was an expert on for years, and season 23 was the last one I watched actively and still remember.
It's true, he kicked my ass in the trivia game.
That's also true, but who'd have thought? But Chef's Love Shack is only based on the first couple of seasons. And most of the trivia is not South Park related. Because you remember a lot of it was just general trivia of the time.
Yeah. No, but yeah, the lore behind the bacteria monster in the backrooms is pretty cool, and you can't just be adding more monsters to ruin it.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is that the backrooms doesn't have the correct amount of oxygen.
They haven't been doing it since 22. They've been doing it since 23. Hold on, I'm gonna go get the fucking Blu-ray and prove you wrong.
Uh-oh.
I have the receipts.
How does it feel? You're about to lose a debate against Redeye when I won on the Lions debate beating the Sun. That's fucking ridiculous. I should have no right to win that.
The complete 23rd season. This is the one that has Tegrity Farms on the case. It's also the one that introduced Tegrity Farms, because Tegrity Farms was introduced in the episode, which is also called Tegrity Farms, which is Season 23. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. Are you right? Hold on a second. Hold on a fucking second. Season 23 is when they went full force with it. But is there actually an episode called Tegrity Farms? Because if there is, it's not in Season 23. Because the first one that had Tegrity Farms in the title in 23 was Tegrity Farms Halloween Special. So he might be right. Hold on a sec.
So, I'm just going to get this out of the way because I haven't said it yet. Hi, YouTube.
I withdraw my statement.
Wow, I can't believe you lost a debate on the fucking Lions versus the Sun.
No,
and on fucking.
I never said this. No, Lions would not beat the Sun, and you know it. But
look, all your arguments were very thoroughly debunked by me.
I didn't even make any arguments.
You made some, and I thoroughly debunked them. And you know what? It's not my fault that you never made any arguments.
Okay, but let me just say, you were right, Ree. It was season 22, episode 4. So my mistake. To be fair, though, you ask me any question from the first 17 seasons, I'll be able to answer really easily. The last few just kind of blend together for me, though. Ree was right. I'll take the L on that one. How does it feel to be wrong? Angelo admitted I was right. Because I admit when I'm wrong. That's what I do.
Yeah, just like how you lost the debate on clearly the Lions would beat the Sun.
For fuck's sake.
Look, prove me wrong if I'm wrong.
Let's send a bunch of Lions into the Sun and just see what happens.
Look, it's got to be 1 billion, okay? We'll show you that it's true.
Not 900,999,000.
Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS? Okay, Chizu, what do you call a winning state for Super Smash Bros. On Nintendo 3DS?
Yeah, because the only one that actually has a story mode is Brawl, right?
Well, they all have story modes. It's just that one of them actually has, like, a campaign. Brawl is the one that has a campaign.
Well, maybe you beat the story mode.
Yeah, but the story mode... So is the winning state beating the story mode with all the characters? Because there are different story modes for each character.
I don't know. I'm sure he'll answer in a minute. Remember, there is a delay.
I would say something like, maybe beating the taboo... Sorry, not taboo. Beating the fucking... I don't even remember what it's called. The enemy's called at this point. But, like, the layer... Because the layer doesn't exist in 3DS.
Well, he's talking about the 3DS one, though.
Yeah, exactly. But
but you're saying
the layer
there
exists. Yeah. The layer exists in the Wii U version of Smash Bros.
Ah.
Maybe he means like getting all the customizations for grinding in Smash Tour. Not Smash Tour, Smash Run.
Maybe. Sure is taking his sweet time though to actually respond.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have a good answer. So
he doesn't have it copied and pasted yet. That's because that's how he does most of his chats, right? I beat the Maze Tower, Master Hand, and Crazy Hand is what he's saying.
Oh, okay. So you think those aren't even the final bosses of the game?
Really?
No, they're not. It's a different boss. It's fucking... I can't remember what it's called at this point. Here, I can look it up. In
the 3DS version, there's a different boss after them.
Smash 3DS boss. How did it autocorrect to Vosh?
What the fuck? Vosh is the final boss. Gotta fuck him up. Gotta protect the children.
Master Core, that's the boss. Yeah, that's the boss after Master Hand and Crazy Hand.
I beat him and it has credits.
It has multiple different forms too. It's got the swarm form.
Does it do like credits when you beat the Crazy Hand? Because he's saying I beat him and got credits.
Yeah, depending on what difficulty you play on, yeah, it would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it has multiple different forms. It's got the Master Swarm, the Master Giant, the Master Beast, the Master Edge, Master Shadow, which is just you.
Vosh is the final booze of Ohio. I know you meant boss, but I sincerely doubt. I sincerely doubt Vosh is from Ohio.
No, because all the Ohio memes get it. It's a joke.
It's not funny. He's made the joke so many times.
But yeah, Master Shadow.
I don't find the Ohio memes to be that funny, to be perfectly honest.
It's just a mirrored version of you.
Okay.
Is the Master Shadow, and then the Master Fortress only exists.
He's asking how he reaches him.
Wii U version. You gotta choose the hardest difficulty fight each time you have the choice to make it. Yeah, so you got to play on the hardest difficulty, and then you know how you get to choose which you get a choice of 3 different fights. Whenever you have a different fight, you got to choose the hardest one of those 3 each time to get the Master Core fight.
I'll tell you this much: if I ever get back to playing Devilman on PS1, and if I beat it on the easiest difficulty, I'm counting that as a win, even though you don't get to play the last chapter of the game.
Pretty lame.
Don't care. Have you played that game?
I played God Hand, okay?
It's very different than Devilman on PS1.
I've played God Hand on the hardest difficulty and the Telia series of Fire Emblem.
But that it's not a bad like Resident Evil Silent Hill clone type game with really bad tank controls, annoying enemies, and areas where you have to like walk through this ridiculously like specific path to get through. And if you get hit 3 times or twice, I can't remember which. I think it depends on how far you get hit from, you'll die.
If I remember correctly, I did play a lot of Smash 3DS, but it's been a long time, so I don't remember entirely. It is the red line that is the hardest difficulty.
Oh,
there should be 3 colored lines: the green, blue, and red. Red is the hardest one.
Do you know another reason I will never I will just count as a win if I beat Devilman on easy? Because to fight the final boss, which is Siren, which is kind of lame, it only goes up that far. But to fight Siren, the only way you can actually get that fight is you have to beat the game on the hardest difficulty with A ranks. I think. I'd have to double check, actually. I might be mixing 2 things together. Can you get save states for Devilman PS1 next time? Do anything to get save states for that? Where do you think I'm going to get save states, Andy? I think I can find, there's probably a file I could get to download to put on my PS3 that has everything unlocked. But I don't know how to do that. But I'm pretty sure that with you can get, modded save files for PS1. Because I know people have done it with Pepsi Man, but that's just emulating it. I don't know how it would work on my PS3. Yeah. But I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'll ever go back to that game.
Okay, so then I looked up a little bit more, and then after you do all the hard paths, when you get to the final boss, you have the blue path that leads you to Crazy Hand and Master Hand. But then you could also go down the black path, which leads you to Master Core.
Mm.
I don't even have Smash 3DS anymore. I lost it shortly after Smash Ultimate came out, and I never bothered to buy another copy because I have Smash. I have Smash Ultimate now. So what's the fucking point, right?
Okay. I've never been a big Smash guy anyway. I played Smash a little bit back in the day, but it's never been a franchise I've been super into.
Smash was literally the first game I ever played my entire life.
First game I played was Wolfenstein 3D.
Smash 64, I played Yoshi.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And then nowadays, I hate playing Yoshi. My sister played Jigglypuff, and I whooped her ass.
Okay. Valerie's Flowers is the final boss of Ohio. I know he doesn't live in Ohio. I know what state he lives in because he's...
Look, he's making an Ohio joke. Just let him do it.
No! His Ohio jokes are unfunny and repetitive.
Hey, let him cook, okay? Jesus.
Melee is probably one of the best Smash games. That's the one I like the most.
Wow, what a hipster right there.
I've played very little of them.
Brawl is clearly the best Smash game. Don't at me.
I mean, I had fun with I like that Brawl actually has a real story mode. So I liked that, but
you know, if I had to make a guess which Smash game would be your favorite, I would have guessed Melee because you're just so predictable.
I honestly don't like Smash as a franchise, though. Like I said, I don't hate it in concept. I just don't like the gameplay.
I used Sonic in 3DS, Zelda Sheik in Melee, and Pikachu in 1. It's called 64, not 1.
It's not, though. It's literally just called Super Smash Bros., so 1 is just as valid of a name.
No, everyone calls it 64, and
Well,
you gotta agree.
No, fuck you.
You either have to conform or die.
No.
Also, playing Sonic in 3DS, like, that sounds... Wait, hang on. So you played Sonic in 3DS, so the camper character. Then you played Pikachu, the best character in the first game. And you played... And then you played the tryhard character in Melee. That's kind of funny.
Yes, your movie idea went through, Chiso. I just haven't read it. God, I gotta pee again. I know, shocking.
They nerfed... No, wait, he didn't even say what he played in Brawl. Did you not play Brawl?
Movie idea, struggles of people who beat each other with hammers. Eventually they start dying and fight for a cure. What? A cure for what? Beating each other with hammers?
Yeah, a cure for hammers.
But still, like, beating each other with hammers, and they try to raise awareness about it in the media to help find a cure, but won't stop beating themselves with hammers and act like they are victims, and everyone disdains them. Everyone's disdain for them is wrong, inspired by actual events. Are you talking about... Is he making a comparison to transgenderism with the beating themselves with hammers and saying that they're trying to find a cure? Is that somehow what he's trying to do?
Yes, that's my point. That it's a classic. That's the reason why you would say it's the best one.
It's okay, Ree. I agree with you. I think. I don't know. I haven't played enough of Brawl games to really... Or Smash Bros. Games to even count.
Brawl games?
Yeah. I just don't like the mechanic of the knocking off the map. I prefer a health bar. Just the way I am.
Platform fighters are better than health bar fighters. Don't at me.
I disagree. I meant it as in AIDS. Oh, okay. I'm going to go take a piss. I'll be back. I also might go fill up my water again because I am still thirsty. And then we'll have an endless cycle.
You know, Ree, it's okay to like Melee. I say Melee is one of the best Smash games ever. The only Smash game I would say that I would never even go back to is Smash 4. There's no reason to ever go back to Smash 4. It plays the exact same as Ultimate. Why would I ever, you know... Then again, Smash 64 I never go back to either, just because the lack of mechanics is upsetting to me nowadays. And also, there is so much hit lag. Like, you get hit and you're stunned for like 3 years in Smash 64. So people can just endlessly combo you. Oh, and I also will say that the best intro in the entire series was the intro to Melee. Like, you know, the thing that plays before you actually get into the game. It's easily the Melee one. Melee was also the one that introduced Crazy Hand, which is a very fun boss to fight, just period. Seriously though, Chizu, playing Sonic in Smash 4, it's pretty toxic of you. It's like an FPS, but you eat people. How does that mean? Like, the mechanics are you eat people in a first-person shooter? What do you mean by that? My main in every Smash game, Captain Falcon for 64, Fox for Melee, Mario for Brawl, Donkey Kong for 4, and King K. Rool for Ultimate. Yeah, that's right. You said something about you thinking King K. Rool is a really cool character in Ultimate, which makes me wonder, like, Do you just like play against your friends, and are your friends like really bad at the game? Because King K. Rool is incredibly exploitable.
All right, I'm back.
However, Donkey Kong, base character right there. Captain Falcon, never played him in 64. I don't know how he plays. Fox, well, everyone played Fox in Melee. And Mario and Brawl is kind of generic, but Mario has always been generic. Also, high back. I turned Zelda in Smash 4. Oh, no, you tried Zelda in Smash 4, but she sicked. But she sucked. Okay. She does suck unless you get the thunder kick, and then like she just kills you at 0. Yeah, that's the point. That's the reason why you used them. So yeah, you just kept playing against your friends who sucked. So King K. Rool kept beating them. That's pretty funny. There's nothing casual players can do against King K. Rules, so they just lose all the time.
Look, you know who I used to play in Mortal Kombat 4?
Who?
Goro. Which
The four-armed big guy,
yeah,
right?
which if you don't know, number one, he's a secret character that you have to know how to play as. Because once you have to beat the tower mode with Shinnok, and then you can go and you can play as him, but you have to do it through a hidden icon that not everybody knows how to do. But then I do that, and he's also a boss, so he's really overpowered and will do like 4 times as much damage as any other character. So I was pretty cheap.
Okay. You know, you can in Melee you can play as Master Hand, right?
Yeah, it's a glitch though, isn't it?
Yeah, if you trick the game into starting without you selecting a character, it automatically selects your character idea as 0, which is Master Hand. But the thing is, you can't do anything. Like he just plays himself. You sit there, hands off the controller, and you'll just automatically win because your enemies cannot kill Master Hand, and Master Hand will just keep doing damage to them until they die.
Yeah.
Because without a life bar, Master Hand can't die because he has 0 knockback on any moves. By the way, Pikachu in Ultimate is pretty broken. Pikachu in all the games is broken, except for Melee. Like, Pikachu is the best character in every single game except for Melee. Pikachu has always been broken. And a lot of people say that Pikachu is broken because Pikachu has the best tournament results. Not because it actually is broken, but that is the case with Ultimate. Like, it 100% is. But a lot of people just base it off of tournament results.
So I'm pretty sure...
is very unreliable because people don't play characters like Olimar and shit like that.
So I'm pretty sure you said this in the previous stream, Chisu, the thing about wanting a cannibal game that's like an FPS, but you eat people. Pretty sure you said that last stream.
Well, I don't even know what the fuck he means by that.
Yeah, I don't know, like... I don't know, I mean, Fallout is an FPS that you can eat people. So there you go.
Oh, there you go. We already found the game. The game exists, Chisu. You can stop wishing for it. Yeah, Pikachu only has one bad matchup in Ultimate, and that's Mario. Everything else, they easily win.
What if you could fuse Smash Bros. Characters? You could make Sonichu? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I did mention before about the game Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which, just from the title alone, you already know that it's a Nickelodeon knockoff of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It's not necessarily a ripoff of Brawl, just Smash in general.
Yeah, it's not really. What are the characters even in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl?
I know they added in Hugh Neutron not that long ago. That made me happy.
Nick, does he have a move that sends you to the Shadow Realm?
I hope so. I mean, look, the Warner Brothers multiverse has embraced the Shaggy memes, so...
Exactly. Shaggy plays like Captain Falcon with Limit. It's pretty awesome. Nickelodeon, all...
Yeah, I got some oranges while I was upstairs because I was like, could use a little snack. Little snack.
Rhyme something with orange right now.
4-inch orange door hinge.
There you go. He did it.
It's an M&M thing, so you know.
All right, so we got Danny Phantom, Korra, Aang, Reptar, Oblivion, Sandy Cheeks, Nigel Thornberry, Lucy Loud, Lincoln Loud, Patrick Starr, Michelangelo, Powdered Toast Man.
Oh, hell yeah! Powdered Toast Man!
Helga, Toph, Leonardo, Zim, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold the character. Super Shredder, Rocco, Garfield, Jimmy Neutron, Zuko, Hugh Neutron,
Okay,
Tommy Pickles.
Hold on, Jisoo, there is no way in hell that Pan is anywhere near as strong as base GT Goku at all. That is just no. Absolutely not. She is... I agree she could beat Shaggy, obviously, if you're going on actual, like, real Shaggy, yes. But there is no way...
Shaggy can kick her
there
ass.
is no way in hell she is anywhere near as close to even base GT Goku. Like, let alone Super Saiyan. Because Goku whoops ass in base form all the time in GT, and Pan is always the damsel in distress. What the hell are you talking about?
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Korra?
Awful.
Not the show, the character.
Even worse.
Even worse. Wow.
The character is worse than the
what
show as a
about-
whole.
What about the fact that she's hot?
No.
Does that not increase?
Not in the slightest. Look, the only good hentai I've seen of Korra is where she wasn't into it and things were being done to her against her will. That was the only one that I enjoyed.
What's that one called?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up.
I think it was a game on Newgrounds.
Oh wow. So I'm gonna look up Korra Newgrounds. Let's see what I can find.
She can handle the Shadow Dragons as well as Goku in base. But there's no way in hell she's anywhere near close, dude. Like, Goku kicks ass all the time. And the thing is, that just means that the Shadow Dragons she fought weren't that strong. There's no way she could handle Ice Shenron. Or Omega Shenron. And
why is Leonardo and Michelangelo characters, but not the other two? What the fuck?
Yeah.
The Nickelodeon thing, Airbender.
Yeah,
well, Legend of Korra is not.
No, but he said no. But he said he's never got into Avatar, and then Chisu said and then Andy said the movie, right? And he said no, the Nickelodeon thing, Airbender.
Oh.
So he was clarifying he wasn't talking about blue people.
Look, to be fair, Avatar.
That in a movie too, though. The movie's awful.
Avatar isn't as good as people say.
I agree. It is the most overrated Nicktoon by far. Like, I still like it, but it's super overrated. Goku needed Super Saiyan 4 to beat the Fire, Ice, and 1-star dragons. Okay.
Even if this was true, like, you know, Goku that doesn't mean anything about her being stronger than base form.
Well,
that
no,
doesn't mean anything.
he's saying that they're on the same level, which they're absolutely just shown not to be. Again, Goku kicks ass all the time, and Pan is always taken hostage. That is the thing.
Well, that's
in
because
GT.
she's a woman.
Yes, but she's weaker.
That's what shows do all the time.
But because she's weaker. And she's weaker because she's a woman. If you want to know what the best character in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is, it's Cat Dog. I'm the worst in the game, and the worst in the game is Patrick. Okay. No, but Pan is nowhere near close to Goku's power. Like, the only reason she's able to take any hits is either A, inconsistencies, because as much as I love GT, it's kind of confused with its own power scaling sometimes. But number two, she's still a Saiyan. Like, she's like 1/4 Saiyan or something like that, or 1/16. I can't remember. No, she's 1/4. She's 1/4. The 1/16 is Goku Jr. But she's easily nowhere near as strong as Goku. But she's still got Saiyan blood, so she's still strong. She'd still kick any real-world person's ass, because she's still Saiyan. Just saying. Cat dog is the human centipede? Okay. Well, it wouldn't be human now, would it? One fine day with a woof and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No good buddy, no three-eyed frog was a feline canine little cat dog. Cat dog! Cat dog! Alone in a world with little cat dog! Plus she has Chi-Chi and Gohan's hidden power. Yeah, but again, she's nowhere near Goku's level. And Chi-Chi really isn't that strong, but like by the time you get to well, really even late stage Dragon Ball, but especially into Z, the only reason she's shown as strong is because Goku puts up with it because she's his wife, and that's like a trope. When Lord Lud faced Trunks and Goku, he couldn't be stopped normally with Pan. He couldn't be stopped normally with Pan's power. Huh? Look, dude, you are not going to convince me that Pan is anywhere near Goku's power in GT. Goku's base power in GT is ridiculously high. Like, it's lower because he was turned into a child, but it's still ridiculously high. They had to do the timing thing? Well, yeah, they had to team up together, yes. But that doesn't mean she's on the same level as them. Baby in Gohan or Goten or whatever noticed a hidden power with Chi-Chi. Yeah, no, Chi-Chi's strong as per a human, but she's still a human. Some of the DLC characters in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl are cool too, yeah? Well, like I said, I know they added in Hugh Neutron. Oh, that's All-Star Brawl 3, though, isn't it? Lud's power at level 2 from many people absorbed was no match for Goku and Trunks, but when Pan was added in, he was too much for him. That doesn't make any sense grammatically, Chisu. I think you're trying to say it took the three of them to beat him, and it's like, okay, sure. If they could have Okai or Guru, Old Kai or Guru unlock her hidden power, it might be more. Yes, but it's not, is what I'm saying. She's still not anywhere near base Goku's power in GT. I haven't played much of the DLC characters, Andy. I know I just played the Day 1 characters. Okay. Again, I've never played All-Star Brawl. What are you doing? Something. And oh boy, am I doing that something. Secret bonus. Fucked up majorly there, goddamn. Look, Chisu, I don't care what arguments you're gonna make. Pan is nowhere near Goku's power. It's ridiculous. She was literally put into GT to be the damsel in distress that they have to rescue.
Sorry, I had to leave for you. You and your fucking science fights, man.
Ah, there's more.
They're porn.
Let's see if I beat him the fourth time.
You won't, because you suck.
I've beat him 3 times already.
Or you know what's weird? Out of the list I looked up, they didn't mention SpongeBob or April O'Neil as one of the total characters, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Or Ren and Stimpy. They mentioned Powdered Toast Man, but not Ren and Stimpy. Okay, but how would that multiverse where we could have Superman fighting Mark and Velma, E-Girl Velma, fighting
Arya Stark.
Arya Stark, yeah. I heard a take the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Really dumb, right? It was about, in regards to the Velma show, right? They're like, yeah, the show's bad, but I really don't believe that there's this many die-hard Scooby-Doo fans. And it's like,
Scooby-Doo's one of the most biggest franchises of all time.
Yeah, doesn't it make sense? A lot of people grew up with Scooby-Doo.
I fucked up there.
People are going to be die-hard fans of Scooby-Doo. And, you know, Scooby-Doo's been awesome before. It's just, it's always been awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck this guy.
You suck, Mr. Kill. Get better.
You need to do better, Cylinder.
I just saw that run that you did that you supposedly really sucked at because of the stream delay, and man, you really did suck.
To be fair, I'm talking to you, and I have the TV volume muted, so Fuck, what the hell am I doing? Fuck this, okay. I am not in the right state of mind. I literally tried to go like 4 moves ahead there. What the hell is wrong with me? It's hard to hear you over the music because that's loud. Oh well. No way. That's probably good for Sam. But doesn't mean I'm done fucking around. But we'll still talk.
Doesn't mean you're done fucking. Me
It's
too.
true.
I never stop fucking all the time, man.
I can come, bitch.
Exactly.
Thumbs up if you wanted to beat this fight again before 3 a.m. Mountain Time. I literally just stopped, Andy. I did a couple of runs and then called it good. I did like... I didn't even get to phase 2 on those runs because, again, I was just kind of half-hearting it and also not been in practice as long as I have been in the past when I kick his ass. Because, you know, my third time I beat him only took me 3 attempts. No, 2 attempts. My third time took me 2 attempts.
Spamton only took me 2 attempts.
Yeah, but you still haven't beat Snowgrave, so get fucked.
Shut up. He's clearly harder in Snowgrave.
Marginally, yeah. This is how you don't play Sans Edition. Like I said, I've beat him 3 times already, so I've already proved that I can. You posted that twice, Ree. I read that this is how you don't play Sans Edition. I read it already. You want to see me kick ass at this game that requires no skill and is impossible to lose when you play it? Well, it requires some skill if you want to do good. But it's impossible to lose single player?
Dude, what are your thoughts about the role players on fucking R34?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is just a, this is a comment I saw a while ago.
Huh?
I just DM'd it to you. I don't know if you want it to be read out loud, so that's why I just sent it to you. That's what to say. Yo, Chef's Love Shack.
Yeah. This is pretty f***ed up right here.
How many rounds are we playing
I don't get
today?
it. What is she talking about in that comment?
Ooh, going the distance. This should be fun.
Assuming that it is actually a she and not, made up.
Yeah.
People like to just send comments to, as role play requests.
South Park Cable Access welcomes
What the
you.
hell?
Yeah. What the hell, indeed.
I didn't hear you read it though. Well, that's a you problem.
This is just. Are you okay with it being read out loud?
I don't care.
Ice cream is America's second favorite.
F22 in a horny mood, but also a bit burnt out. Make sure to put hashtag between the
now you
name and
distracted
number.
me and I couldn't answer the first question. God damn it.
We could compromise and find a deal.
Place your bets.
How much you want, but I'm gonna suck? I'm good at this game, dude.
Yeah.
I just didn't answer the first question because I was distracted, but I'm gonna win. Watch. I mean, it's literally impossible for me to lose because it's single player right now, but... Because the whole point is whoever scores the best wins, and if you're on your own, you're by default the best.
Who is featured on Eric
Ew, why are
Cardin's
you playing
cool
cards?
sleeping bag.
He's gay
That one.
and Jewish.
Yeah.
No, he isn't. Kyle's Jewish.
Yes, he is.
I get. Well,
Looks like someone forgot about the time skip.
I didn't watch the post-COVID special, but I was about to say we were cremating. I don't know, 1750. Nope.
That one.
I don't know about cremation, so we'll see.
All right, let's jump straight into a gameplay round.
You don't know about cremation?
I don't know what degrees you need to heat it to cremate someone.
Oh.
That was the question.
It's time for a gameplay round.
I'll show you who's been taken. Okay, guys, here we go. Guys, right. Down. Right. Right. Up. Left. Up. Right. Okay, guys, here we go. Left. Up. Down. Right. Down. Left. Right. Okay, guys, here we go. Down. Damn stupid word! You guys, my bad. No, seriously, you guys. Screw you guys.
I have never once said that I have no interest in buying Undertale on Switch, Andy. I've said the exact opposite. I've said I might get it on Switch just to fight Mad Mew Mew.
I don't know where he pulled that from.
I don't know. He likes to put words into people's mouths a lot.
Now that's family entertainment.
Say don't play
Makes
Chef's Love.
sense considering the conversations.
I like how he called this Chef's Love Quest.
This
It's Chef's
guy
Love Shack.
escaped from a sticky situation
Love Quest.
only to kill Kenny with his motorcycle.
That one.
Great job.
All right, get down.
Because, you know, the Love Quest is Chris Chan. Again, I'm playing this. I'm playing fine at this.
Patriots dumped British tea into the Bay of which city?
That one.
Great job.
Like I've answered almost all of them right, and I did good at the minigame. Believe it or not, that mechanical bull minigame doesn't just naturally end. You just ends when you end, or when you. It ends when you fuck up. It just goes until you fail,
All right, get down.
and it just gets faster and faster.
Let's jump straight into a gameplay
I thought I heard
round.
Quest. No, it's Chef's Love Shack.
Look, the only reason why he doesn't have
many
Undertale
games.
on Switch yet is because he doesn't have a fucking Switch.
Yeah.
Ashes in space.
Now that's family entertainment.
Part of the reason I played Undertale and this, though, is these are two games I feel
Cowboys
comfortable just playing without.
love Woody. What famous cowboy?
Without thinking.
No, without having to put them in a playlist or care about
Let's
what
bring
part of
on
the
the
playthrough.
wheel of fortuitousness.
Like Chef's Love Shack is just one I play to blow off steam and whatever. And Undertale, I'm not going to put any more in the playlist because I've already done so many. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to put some highlights in playlists for stuff that hasn't been seen before. But since I've done basically everything in the game on stream already, the only thing is I'm just going to do highlights of like the Gasper followers and stuff if I get them, which I still need to do with Donner Kid and the Dog Shrine. I need to do a highlight of.
Yo, what are your thoughts on cooking?
Congratulations, Jerry. You won.
Never really played it.
Nothing.
Would you bang?
No?
What? Not into cooking, mama?
Well, she's all like chibi.
Yeah, she's a hot
Natives
MILF.
drive to
Hot
Nebraska
chibi
all the
MILF.
time. On average, however, more folks come from these two states.
I'm just gonna guess.
Alright, what about Wii Fit Trainer?
Damn, boy.
Sure. I don't give
Let's
these
jump
things a lot of
straight
thought.
into a
I'm not a
gameplay
fucking coomer.
Wow, what a loser.
Yeah, I don't constantly think about if I would bang fictional women.
All right. It's
What a
time
loser
to
I
test
am.
your skills of coordination. If
Yeah,
you're
what a
not sure how
fucking
to
loser.
play, check the instructions. Your controls are displayed.
Like, granted, the thought crossed my mind before, but it's not like I dwell on it like some people. And how many fucking people I see post fucking anime girls in my fucking Discord just really puts me off it.
Yeah, people, you need to fucking stop. Even the even Secret Club does it, and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, by the way. All you people, there's an even secreter club, and you don't get invited to it unless you're really based. So get on being more based if you're not invited to it.
I have no interest in doing a video on your top 10 list of video game babes, Chizu.
Video game baits?
Babes!
Oh, babes. Okay.
I am so tired of,
calm down,
oh,
you
do you
fuck.
think this character's hot? Would you fuck this character? Oh, smash or pass. I don't care. It's so fucking
Damn,
annoying.
Cartman, you're so fat.
Smash or
Even
pass,
using
Ridley.
a fat substitute to describe you.
That one?
No, children.
I said smash or pass Ridley.
Ned, little buddy, tell me,
No,
what
that's
was the
not what I
name
was saying,
of
Hunter.
Gilligan's ship?
Oh, okay.
That one?
Correct, children.
Cut, speed it.
Unprotected contact with raw chicken can cause a case of this.
That one?
Correct, children.
Cut, speed it.
All right. Let's jump straight into
Oh, you're
the
saying you
gameplay
did a
round.
video of it. I misread.
Knowing cheese would be a lot of fat bimbos.
I don't care.
All
That was an
right.
opportunity to make fun of Chizu, and you just said, I don't care. What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
It's not even worth it. Just even doing that acknowledges it and makes it fucking annoying.
That guy has a bad kitty. Nah, Kitty's being a dildo.
Smash or pass Toxic Avenger.
Nah, Kitty's being a dildo.
Oh shit, am I actually gonna make it to the top this time? No, I am not.
Wow.
Kitty.
Won't even engage in the question.
I don't care.
I don't even think you're listening to what I'm saying.
You said smash or pass Toxic Avenger. I don't care. No, Ree, if you knew me, you'd know that I despise waifu culture. It's so fucking annoying.
Man, oh man, that was very exciting. Let's do the double down.
The chick from Dragon's Lair is not hot.
How much are you going to bet today, kid?
I only put 1,000 down. Oh
Now,
well.
for the questions.
The chick from what?
Dragon's Lair.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a game. It's an arcade game.
Which organ makes urine?
That's easy.
That one.
Great
Because
job.
deep down he really has a waifu. Maybe he does.
Use Mr. Twig to find water, and he becomes a...
He said some things about Remy that make me believe that she might be his waifu, but I don't think he really
Who
cares.
the fuck is Remy? Do you mean
This is
Revy?
the
Revy,
largest
Revy.
cafeteria
I don't know why I
chain
said
in
Remy.
America.
Damn, boy. What in the fuck?
I mean, Revy's an
Let's
anime
jump straight
character
into the
that I
gameplay
like,
round.
but it's not a character that I dwell on and think about all the time, and constantly have to post fucking pictures of like some people do.
You don't have to dwell and think about them all the time in order for them to be your waifu.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't!
Yes, you do!
It's time for a game.
Because objectively, to think that you are in a one-sided relationship with something, you absolutely dwell on it. Or to fucking constantly think about fucking it and be like, oh, that character's really hot. Like, I can acknowledge that a character is attractive without making it like a big fucking focus like everyone else fucking does.
Remember which one I shook now?
Not everyone does that. Just, like, that's the loud bit that you
No, but that's what
always hear,
waifu culture
obviously.
is. is where you're obsessed with a character. You're like, ooh, I really like this character. This character's hot. I would fuck that character. Then you obviously think about them, and/or you have some sort of merchandise of them.
So, because some people do it, that must mean everyone does it.
That is objectively what waifu culture is.
No.
Yes, it
That
fucking...
isn't.
Yes, it is!
No, it
Yes!
isn't.
Okay, how would you fucking define it then?
If you have a waifu, you don't need to be obsessing about them all this
Yes,
fucking
you
time.
do, though! In
Just
order to
because
have a
people
waifu...
do that.
No,
Just
in
because
order-
the loud people about it do
No,
that.
no,
that
shut the
doesn't
fuck
mean
up,
that
shut the
is
fuck
what
up.
it is.
Okay, then in your mind, what is the distinction between liking a character and having a waifu? The distinction is, with a waifu, you constantly think about fucking them or obsessed with them, or you have a one-sided relationship with them where you think they're your girlfriend or some shit.
Admit that you have a body pillow of Revy.
I do not.
He doesn't have a body pillow.
I do
he
not.
just doesn't.
No, seriously, how would you define waifu culture then if you think that my assessment is wrong?
Because
What classic epic
It
poem
has-
Jesus?
if you like a character, it does not mean you have to have merchandise of them, or you have to...
Okay, but what is the difference
Yeah,
between
yeah,
liking
it's-
something and... What does it mean to have a waifu then?
Because you'd be interested in having a relationship with them if they were real. It's that simple. You don't need to be endlessly thinking about
Yes,
it to
you-
want to have a relationship with them.
Great job.
No, like you fantasize about having a relationship with them. Like, look, like saying that I would date Misa from Death Note does not make her a waifu for me because I say she's the perfect girlfriend. She's fictional. I don't think about her. I don't care about her. But if she,
And
like,
you
that
can
is the
think
ideal
that
woman.
you can think that without being obsessive about it. Just
That-
because some people
but I
are,
don't count
and a
the
lot of
fact.
people
Shut
in
the fuck up!
Discord-
Shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch! What I'm saying is, just because I say Misa is the ideal woman does not mean I think of her as a waifu. A waifu objectively means that you think about the character and want to have a relationship with them.
Okay, and?
So I'm right. Everything I have said before is true.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Just because you don't think about having a relationship with them doesn't mean... Look, you can go ahead and say it's...
No, you're wrong. No, you are fucking. You are objectively wrong. I'm leaving this call. Fuck you. I don't care. You are objectively wrong. That is fucking what waifu culture is. Because waifu people are fucking annoying and never shut the hell up about fucking anime girls.
Alright, bye.
Now let's see if you can keep up with that.
He's
one,
wrong.
son.
I don't fucking know.
Now you see that last note was incorrect, so you have to do it exactly like I did it. Okay, let's try to get.
I might make a new rule banning anime girls in the Discord. I might do that. I'm honestly fucking sick of this shit. I'm right.
Man, oh man, that was very exciting. The Salisbury Plain is home
What the hell
to
is going
this
on?
ancient, mysterious
I don't
monument.
even fucking know, dude.
There.
Oh, maybe some other time.
Let's do the double down. Place your bets.
Here.
Now for the question.
I think it's a little
Blame it on
overreacting.
shenanigans. Milli Vanilli lives.
That.
Well, I guess that
No, I
means
think,
you're wrong, children. As a fireman, I count on the pumper quite a bit. What is it?
That.
Good job, boy.
All right, get down.
All right, let's jump straight into a gameplay round.
Classic baby behavior? Well, you're just wrong. And I'm fucking sick of arguing. It's not productive, it's stupid.
All right.
Now pay attention, kid. I'll fire my shotgun when it's time to start the race.
Shut up, Chisu. Just check Wikipedia. Look, dude. Waifu culture inherently means that you constantly think about a character and you want to have a relationship with them, regardless of the fact they are fictional. It is perfectly fine to acknowledge that a character is a good character and is interesting, and that there are traits that are desirable in that character without making them your fucking love interest that you're obsessed over. That is the distinction. That is what waifu culture is when people make that their thing. They're like, oh, this is my waifu. I love this character. I'm so obsessed with this character. That is objectively what it is.
That would be the...
That one.
Great job.
All right, get down.
For many, Robert Smith is a quintessential goth rocker. What does quintessential mean?
That one.
Great job.
All right, get down.
For decades, the hosted Twinkie mascot has been a cartoon Twinkie.
Great job.
All right, get down.
All right, let's jump straight into a gameplay round.
Now, I'll admit I was overreacting and getting too angry, which is why I decided not to continue with it.
Let's see who's got the skills
Because
for
it's not
this.
productive. So my apologies for getting so damn angry.
Hey, pizza! About damn time!
Pizza.
Hey, pizza! About damn time!
Pizza. Pizza. Hey, thanks, kid. Hey, thanks, kid. Hey, thanks, kid. Pizza. Hey, thanks, kid. 30 minutes, my ass.
Kind of chimped out. Well, yeah, I know I did. I acknowledged it, Chief, so you don't have to keep
sure.
talking about it.
We reached the end of our game. Roy, who's our winner?
Our big winner today is Eric Cartman.
Look, I know I have a fucking temper. I do. Anyway, I gotta piss again.
Join us next time when we'll play Chef's Love Shack with 4...
I did not give Chris Chan vibes. I got angry. I gave fucking psychotic angry person vibes, but I didn't fucking give vibes that I'm fucking insane and think that like fucking my OCs are real and shit, or that I'm gonna go on like a love quest. Your comparison makes no sense. Why do you hate the DBZ creator? Gotta get bladder expansion, like they put a balloon in your whiz pipe and inflate it a few times a day so it makes your bladder larger. Okay. No, but like, the reason I get so heated is because his definition makes no sense. Because I despise waifu culture. The thing is with waifu culture, you feel a connection to a fictional character. You actually have to feel a connection to them. I can acknowledge that I like characters, I find them interesting, and I find traits about them desirable. But they're fictional characters that I have no connection to, and have no interest in forming a relationship with because they're not real. Nor does the fact of me thinking about them on a regular thing... Your screams sound exactly like his? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe with my mother and my father angry at me. Maybe I'll give you that. Maybe. But the thing is people who have waifus feel a connection to this stupid fucking fictional character, and I don't get that. That is what the culture is, the waifu culture. Whether or not he thinks there's some other weird thing with having a fucking waifu, which granted, using the term waifu and like having all that is fucking retarded and pathetic. And I am so fucking sick and tired of it, because, like, again, so many people post fucking anime girls in my Discord all the goddamn time, and it's so fucking annoying. It's ruined my art section. Like, there's so much cool shit people post, but then all you get is fucking anime girls all the time, and it's like, is that all you fucking think about? Shin-chan's good. I enjoy it quite a bit. Yeah, most of the time I'm able to be fine. It's just like, with little things like that, I can get really angry really quickly, and that's why I decided to end it, because I'm like, it's late at night, I don't want to be screaming up a storm, I need to calm the fuck down. So, that's what I did. And I apologize that all you guys heard me fucking spaz out like a fucking retard there. But, it does happen. I do get angry sometimes. And, Spencer's very good at pulling that out of me somehow. I don't know why, but he is the one that I tend to get in those heated fucking things the most. No, your movie idea will not, so shut the fuck up. Even obsessing over SpongeBob is still cooler than obsessing over anime girls? I don't know if it's... I mean, I guess it's less like fucking Kumari. Oh boy. That's the case, then Spencer is a really good troll? Well, he's not a troll. He's my friend in real life. I go off on him a lot in the real world, way more. Look, Chisu, reading your idea is only going to make me more angry. So it's not a good idea to try and encourage me to do that. Your stupid fucking ideas that I don't give a shit about. You see, this is why I wasn't doing it. Because now I'm just going off on you. Your ideas are repetitive and annoying, and I've told you multiple times that. And now you're just getting me angry at you for no reason, so just stop begging for me to fucking view your shit. It's so fucking pathetic. I'm sorry. Like I said, guys, I apologize for my my anger. It's not pleasant, and I do apologize for that. This one isn't stupid. All of your ideas are stupid. I actually made it nice. That doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Like Angelo's losing his sanity? No, just my temper. Sometimes when I get like this, I get really... Chisu, stop asking me to read your ideas. It's fucking needy as hell. See, that's off-putting to me right now. So, that's not going to help. Being needy and saying, come on, read my idea. It'll cheer you up. That's not going to help. We broke Angelo this stream. Yeah, there you go. I'm literally just playing solitaire right now. That's the way I'm taking my fucking... Sorry, I was just explaining it. I know, Chisu, and I'm not trying to be angry with you. It's just, it's very off-putting to me when you're like, oh, are you going to read my ideas? Come on, read my ideas. Read my ideas, please. Are you going to read my ideas? It's really off-putting. Anyway, I literally just came into the stream and people were screaming. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get into with me sometimes, man. Chisu, that is so cringe. That imagine I'm fine. I'm good. I appreciate the concern, but like having stupid like generic calm imagery is not going to help me in any way, shape, or form. It's just retarded. This is how you don't play Solitaire Edition? You couldn't even see it. I beat the game of Solitaire I was playing. No, this will not be a stream highlight, Andy. I'm not doing any highlights of this stream. That's not happening. Because then I would have to download this stream and then edit it. I'm just not doing that. No, but like, wish Corbin was here for the stream because he would have made fun of you. Corbin probably would have been on my side, and then we would have ganged up on him, and on Spencer probably, and that would have calmed me down. Because I'd have someone who actually knows what I'm talking about when I say this shit. But look, I don't want to dwell on that shit. I've gone off on him before, and I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of my temper. I usually am good at keeping my cool. It's just every once in a while, I'll have that outburst, you know? And that's one of my flaws, is those outbursts. Okay, well, I appreciate that, Chisu. That you prayed for me. That's very sweet. What am I doing now? Okay, there we go. I'm still playing Solitaire, by the way. I'm just playing another game of it. Except now I'm playing Spider Solitaire. There's a difference. How about that Holocaust? Do you think it was real? Now part of me is tempted to play Walking Dead now, but then I'll be going until like 5, so I probably won't do that. I am thinking of doing the Nightmare on Elm Street marathon tomorrow. We're going to continue that. I think you need anger management. Anger management doesn't work, and no, I'm fine. I just don't need retarded people saying retarded things and making me angry. Let's see. But I usually don't get angry. So, that's just a retarded... Don't fucking psychoanalyze me, Ray. Don't be a fucking faggot. What am I doing? Ah, okay, that wants me to put the 3 there. Okay. Andy, what is your obsession with saying the word nigga? Like, it's not special, it's not cool. Like how nigga is one disgusting area that Jisa never goes to ever. What are you talking about, Andy? Literally just saying the word nigga doesn't do anything. It's literally, like, I don't know what your fucking obsession with it is. Alright. I don't know how much longer I want to go with this tonight. Let's see. Nah, Chisa, you're not black. You're just a degenerate with the fact that you're into fat white women. You're just gross. Let's go 4 hours. What, so you want me to go for another 36 minutes? I want a movie about a kid growing up and looking... Oh, this... See, it's a stupid. It's not fun. There's nothing fun in this, Chisu. Feeling inadequate, but he becomes a dad, and dad gives him advice on being a dad he got from his father, then they hug. That's not a fun idea. That sounds really fucking boring. Like, I mean, granted, I'm sure if there was more nuance, like, more, like, depth to it, maybe, but that's very surface-level, generic, basic bitch shit to try and sound sweet and heartfelt. It's not meant to be fun, it's meant to have heart. Well, it doesn't sound very interesting. I wouldn't watch that movie unless there was a lot more nuance to it. Okay, I'm back, but what are we talking about? Nothing right now. I haven't really got a subject. I was just laughing at the fact that your first introduction to the stream was me screaming at Spencer. It's based on a feeling I had? Okay, Chisa. I mean, look, I'm not saying... I'm just saying, like, it doesn't sound like much of a movie. It sounds like a fucking Hallmark fucking thing. Which, I mean, those are technically movies, but they're, you know, not good. You guys ever seen that Hallmark movie, Christmas Mail? It's so fucking stupid. Miss Sketty. You mean spaghetti? No, it's because I missed it. Let's see. What else? I'm sure me playing solitaire and you guys not seeing the game is riveting. I finally got my top of the lungs screaming this stream. Wait, you seeing me freak out? Has that been a thing you've wanted to see, Andy? Has that been something that really tickles you, huh? Does that tickle your pickle? For a nickel? Heyo. What, is that because of my really bad joke? Is that what that heyo is for? Yeah, like I said, I don't know what else really to talk about this stream. Obviously, it soured the mood a lot when I lost my temper, which I hate. I fucking hate it when that happens. It doesn't happen very often, mind you, but... No, you didn't read my movie idea? You did a movie idea? Wait, are you a Chisu alt account? Is that what you are, Billy Bob my butt? Because if you posted a movie idea, I didn't see it. I only see Chisu's terrible movie ideas. Yeah, it's in the chat. Well, I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. That's Chisu, the one who's posting all these fucking novels in the chat. You're not the same person, are you? Unless it's Ree. Are you Ree again? On like another account? Is that you, Ree? Your fucking alt's trying to get me again? Not going to lie, I clipped that moment. Good for you. That is not me? Okay. I have 12 accounts. Boy, I'd sure hope not. I don't care. This is a bunch of nonsense. One account? Okay. If it was me, there would be no profile picture. That's usually true, Ree, but maybe you're mixing it up. He said he did, Andy. God, you need to learn to listen, Lou. I realize the deformed guy from 300 is based off Lon Chaney from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Is that true? Are your South Park Blu-rays all in order on the shelves? Yeah, except for the ones that are in here that I was watching, which is, I think, Season 1 and Season 8, because, and possibly Season 2, because we did some stuff for the Christmas stuff, and I haven't taken them back out of this room yet and put them back with the others. You know what would be a good picture? Mai Shiranai as Suellen, Mishki, and Chun-Li as Elaine and from Seinfeld. What? Well, I don't care about any of this, Jisoo. This is such a boring fucking idea. I mean, the devolved guy looks like him? Okay. So it wasn't based... There wasn't, like, a character based on him. See, that's... You choose your words fairly oddly. Let's see. Well, this was quite the stream, wasn't it? Went lots of places today, not all of which were pleasant. Stop reminding me of the devolved dad moments again. What? Chisu, or not Chisu, sorry. Andy, do you ever listen to yourself when you talk? You just string a bunch of shit together. Here's one that's actually cool. I doubt it, Chisu. Godzilla versus the Hunchback of Notre Dame at the 400th anniversary of the Hunchback's death by the dead gypsy because of her cursed corpse. He revives as a kaiju and destroys France, then takes down England and starts heading for America. Japan is called to bring in Godzilla over to stop him. Or he goes across the North Pole and heads for Japan as he's drawn to it for some magic jewel that was moved from France there years ago. This is so long, goddammit! Godzilla fights him and he is destroyed, but a piece lands on the jewel. He revives in his demon form and beats Godzilla. He couldn't beat Godzilla, though. That's ridiculous. A feral child is able to communicate to Godzilla to break the jewel, and Godzilla does so after enough hits and returns to a mid-form between demon and giant hunchback and fights evenly with Godzilla. Okay. Your Family Guy DVDs in proper order on the shelf? No, they're not. You got a theory that Edgar might be Chisu? No. And the reason I say that is because I've never seen them talk at the same time and they're both weird. No, Edgar's English is not the best. So his grammar is way worse than Chisu's. But Chisu's, like, way that he types is much more retarded. So they're distinctly different with the way they type. So no, they are not the same person. Not in the slightest. I think the original post I made got filtered because it didn't censor. Maybe. YouTube's really stupid with that, dude. Like, I have my comments to allow literally everything, and YouTube still filters stuff, which really pisses me off. I'm actually smart, I just type bed because I don't care. More like fag tube? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. My idea was horrendously edgy. Yeah, YouTube still censors shit sometimes. It's really annoying. Edgar was largely ignored during the James Branch stream because Fugitive Red Eye had to make a lot of important points that stream. True. Yeah, and when I try to say the name of a certain YouTuber, YouTube doesn't allow it, even when there's nothing inappropriate in that comment. Really? That's fucking retarded. Forms introduced: Dragon Ball, Ozaru, DBZ, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, GT, Gold Ozaru, and 4. Dragon Ball AF, Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan God, Blue, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Rose, Gold Frieza, Orange Piccolo, Black Frieza, Gohan Beast. Look, if you're counting Frieza, Z had a lot of forms introduced for him, so that's just not true. You didn't include all of them. But have we been going for 4 hours yet? Almost. We got 24 minutes. Do we really want to go for the 24 more minutes? Because I don't know if there's really a point. Because at this point, I'm just dragging it, right? Unless I have a topic I want to talk about, but I can't really think of anything. And again, I'm still playing fucking Spider Solitaire for some reason. Although I do that a lot in the background. Like when I'm watching videos, sometimes I'll play Spider Solitaire or regular Solitaire and just listen to the video. Sometimes I'll do that. That can go there. I got a good freaking sleep, too, during that James Branch live stream. I slept for like 9 hours that day. Best sleep I've had in a long time. Well, congratulations, Andy. Good for you. Alright. There we go. That'll do it. I hope the new CEO of YouTube, they fix this dumb censorship rule. I don't think they will. From what I've heard, the new CEO is not great. So, have you heard of Road Breach? I have not. Alright, I beat that game of Spider Solitaire. Spiders are hot. If you like legs, they got legs to spare as they grow back if they come up. I don't think they do. I don't think spiders' legs do grow back. I think that's just starfish. I could be wrong, mind you, but... Do spiders' legs grow back? They do! I'll be damned. My mistake. Some spiders can. Yeah, like I said, I looked it up. You're right. I'm no spider expert, mind you, but... I was big on spiders as a kid? Okay. Barbie made a doll of Susan McPolish. A Susan McPolish name who ruined YouTube. What's next? A doll based... Did they really do a doll on fucking Susan? And Susan Wojcicki? On Mrs. Bobbitt? Why not one based on the teacher who married her student? Okay. You're a interesting guy, Jisoo. I don't really have much else to say tonight, boys. This, like I said, this has been a fucking roller coaster, hasn't it? Actually, I think yeah, this Sunday's daylight savings time, isn't it? God damn it. All right. You break the glass ceiling, you let in the cold and the rain, and no one is healthy or safe. Yeah, there you go. Tell you what, I know it hasn't been exactly 4 hours, but I got nothing else to say, really. Funny guy. I also do that where I will put on YouTube music videos in the background as I'm doing something else. Makes things more lively. Susan was one of the biggest reasons for why this website sucked in the first place. I mean, she's far from the only one. There's a lot of people involved that make it have issues. Openly Jewish New York child who voiced Charlie Brown, Noah Schnapp, has been turned queer. If only we could have seen this coming. Okay. Alright, but I think I'm going to wrap this up. See you guys later. Have a good one.